Welcome to ATTW Space. I'm your host Emmanuel, and I'm here with Belema tonight. We have an interesting lineup of topics to tackle today. We have a guest that we're kicking off the conversation with. Wizard Chan is in the building. Okay, we're talking about new music, his latest album, and we're also going to dive into the other new records that we got to hear. New Fola album that we got to hear. Mavo, Rema, Shali Poppy, a good amount of new music that we can dive into this week, and there's also some interesting topic around Nigerian hip hop yet again that we will touch on, hopefully time willing. But yeah, man, I think I can allow our guest up tonight. But Belema, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am fine. Can you hear me?
Ooh, it's a bit rowdy where you are, but yes, we can. But hopefully it's not a big enough issue. But anyway, guys, we're tapping into Wizard Chan debut album, Healer's Chapel. Okay, debut effort, big moment for Wizard Chan, and we would love to catch up with him and see where his head is with this new album. Got to hear it on stream on Friday, but couldn't get through everything. But in my downtime, we've been able to get through the rest of it, and it is a very, very solid body of work. I mean, not that I expected anything less of Wizard Chan, honestly, but yeah, man, it was a good effort in terms of putting his feet into the album conversation, you know. So I'm looking forward to just chopping it up with him and see how things are.
Good day, everyone.
What's good, man? What's good? How are you, bro?
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm kicking it, man.
Nice.
How's
man.
everyone doing?
We're doing well. It's an honor to have you on here, like for the third time now. It's definitely a relationship that we value here, man. So I appreciate you for coming up with this debut album, man.
One of the best spaces and the safest places to come and talk music, and also the realest, because
yes, man.
You can still bash me, and it's fine.
Yeah, man. You guys feel free to send in your requests to come up. We'll definitely be opening the floor at some point to questions to Wizard Chan. But I just wanted to kick it off, man. How have you been, bro? How does it feel to now have an album to your name? Was it crazy?
I feel the feeling is not new, because a lot of people considered the Messenger an album. Right. So
I was one of them, you know. I was one of them that considered it like a full-on body of work. But it's nice that you call your narrative at any point in your career. You know, Mr. Easy just dropped his debut album like last year, so it's like whichever way you want to, you write it, man. Nah, we love it. Yeah, man, this was a special one, bro. But I wanted to even like find out from your POV, like what exactly was the objective of this project, and how does it differ from Time Traveler and The Messenger?
Okay, so this will be a very long speech.
Sure, man.
The objective had a lot of objectives, a lot of things I needed to achieve. Number one was demystify my being as Wizard Chan, but not demystify it to the extent of overdoing it.
Right.
But letting people, killing the narrative of the fraternity stuff was one.
Okay.
Killing the narrative, but rather than doing it with talking, I was gonna do with music. Right. Letting people understand. Basically, so the Messenger is no different from Healer's Chapel in a way. Mm-hmm. The difference is that with Messenger, I was speaking more in coded languages. So I was not being a bit more direct. There are a lot of like scriptural terms in the Messenger that people don't know.
Right.
For example, the song with the Bomanime women, the Tamunobe Sikima, Oroko Chame, Jane Tamunoto Kema, is basically just saying, apart from God Almighty, he said in his word, do not worship any other God. They also said, apart from the God of Mary, just, like that. So with this one, I had to intentionally make sure that I was not just making everyone think what they wanted to think like, oh,
Yeah.
eh?
I was about to say, like, you were thinking that people read your music as a form of, like, I don't know, they saw that there was a language barrier for some, right? It was a language barrier thing.
Yes.
So you thinking the people had the misconception of thinking your music is not in any way like following like a Christian value per se, or that it's probably something of
They,
a,
they, they made it feel like it was like fraternity or
yeah,
demonic.
like
I
a
mean, mostly
demonic
when
type
I
of
did the
thing.
second one, the Time Traveler EP, which was basically directed for my people,
Right.
like sounds that from where I come from,
Yes,
the
yes.
gyration music, the high life.
Yes.
Like I do every project with a purpose, and that
Yeah.
see, do you know the craziest part? Yesterday, I was on Bole Festival. I was second to last person to performed after Joe Boy, my brother, right?
Right.
And I came on stage. Guess the biggest song I came up with, Big Masquerade. I kid you not, I'm not even playing the song. We're playing it live with the band, and the masquerade comes out, and everywhere is going crazy already. That same song that people demonized
Right.
it's what is making people call me for like those gigs and those shows
Right.
because
Right.
over there it's everything to them. But people misunderstood Time Traveler as a project, which is, I mean, to be fair, we knew that was what's going to happen.
Right.
Two things, they will say, oh, why is he not giving us another Ed song? Which I said I was never going to give anybody because I know my Nigerians. You
Yeah.
give them another Ed song, they start telling you that you know if you sing any of that apart from this pattern.
Yeah.
So I was going to share the boat. But I wants to say something.
No, I was gonna say, I think what it was is not so much that it was even like a really fraternity thing or anything. It was more so that people just didn't understand the message.
Yeah.
So they wanted to shoot the messenger, right? And I think that's
Yeah.
what it is that like it's just this confusion of what is he saying and why should I care? And so that's
Yeah.
really what it was.
Yeah.
True. So yeah, that was Healer Sapel. Also, I was going to use the avenue to tell my story, my own healing process through life. I talked about everything from my sickness times to relationships to friendships to mental health to how I view the world in
Yeah.
songs like Promised Land, how I want the world to be in songs like Promised Land. Flu sickness was where I spoke about my near death experience. And also, I just did that to being bold enough to come to say, I am Chan. Yes, I know, but I don't smoke anymore. I haven't smoked in almost 3 years, and I'm
Right.
fine with it because
Hence,
I.
hence the song "Sober," right?
That's that it starts from sober. It starts from yours truly, sober, heal. Those are the three songs I used to address any form of substance.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I wanted to use this one as an avenue to do that, to be able to just tell my truth. Like I said, be more human. That's why
Yeah.
I have a song like yours truly there, which is basically a letter I wrote to my friends,
Yeah.
giving them an update of what my life is like right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure. I mean, now that you've highlighted the objective of trying to demystify that narrative that you had, like it's not making sense why a lot of this was like, yeah, you were singing in a lot more English, like it felt like you were still carrying on some elements of like what you already shared from The Messenger and Time Traveler, but it definitely felt like you wanted to be a lot more blatant this time. You didn't want to any over calculation. But another part of it is now thinking that subconsciously, does that in any way now like suppress the edge and the uniqueness that you've had, which was obviously upholding your culture in a lot of ways, right? Do you see that? Like, how do you manage demystifying that narrative versus still carrying on your, like, what I honestly feel like what feels to me like as your unique trait? Because I don't think there's anyone from Okrika that really like really channels your story as well as you do. Like, I mean, records like Sailor Man, the collaboration that you have with the Bomanime as well, like all those attributes that you had. Like, how do you balance those things now that you are trying to send a message that you are not necessarily that guy that people think you are? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not demystifying it in the sense of like leaving it.
Right.
You can see, I think over like 7 tracks on the album, I had my language in them.
Okay.
I had songs that like Healer's Chapel, where the whole chorus was in my language,
Yeah.
down to Flee Your Sickness and all. Demystifying it is more like, okay, first of all, the name of the project is called Healer's Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the point. I mean, when you hear the word chapel, you have to understand that, okay, it might be a good place for me to come to.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever get to that point where I'm going to leave carrying my culture, because it's now part of me, to be honest.
Gotcha.
It's now part of me. A lot of people want me to work with them, and if I don't use my language, they're like, we want Wizard Channel.
Gotcha.
So that won't leave me, to be honest. So
right.
It's always going to be there.
That makes sense, man. That's good to see, man. And I know like a lot of your music too is very, very like, it's very, very baked with nostalgia, man. Like especially Oh My Oh, man. That record. That record took me back. Yeah, man. Yo, tell me about that record. Tell me about like the memories that obviously like are connected to that song, to that melody, because obviously like you had to be pulling back for some memories in your childhood to record that record, right?
Yeah. So Oh My Home, just like same thing I did with Amen in bracket God My Dealer, were purposely made to target nostalgia,
right?
To make you remember whatever memory you had as a kid, an infant, or whatever the case may be. And funny enough, Oh My Home was not on the album. It was not on the album. I had gone to Port Harcourt to do album listening, right? And I remember before then, I was in Port Harcourt where I recorded the song. But I didn't want to record it. I just did the draft and I played it for my guys. And they were like, how this song no the album now? I was like, I don't know, boy. You know, sometimes people, maybe I watch too much of this spaces and reactions, and I was like, people might just think it's so anyhow. Why you saying oh my, so I did not feel like is it with a child enough. I was not trying to be too lyrical with the song. I was trying to keep it very simple. My guys were like, record it. So I called my huntsmen from my band. I called them to come. I told them I wanted them to play on it. Called my guitarist. We did call some of my backups, did it. Recorded it, and I sent it to Pumbaa and told him he should just finish it up. So he had done it. When we were now listening, we played the album, the full album. My guys raised up their hand and said, mind you, we were playing this for media people in Port Harcourt, right? Like the radio station people, the bloggers and everything.
Nice.
And my guys raised up their hand and said, they should tell me to play Oh My Home. And if people don't like it here, I shouldn't put it on the album. But if they like it, I must put it on the album. Right? And there we are. We played Oh My Home.
Of course.
Everybody stood up and started matching.
Of course.
Okay, so that's how we go Oh My Home to the album.
Nice, man. That's dope. And I know you mentioned Pumbaa, man. How's it been working with Pumbaa yet again at this scale? Like, obviously you worked with him for the most of your career, right? Like with Tribe
All of my
Traveler,
career.
all of your career, honestly. but how was it? How was it working with him on this scale, like on the scale of a 14-track album? Was it any different? Was there any challenges you ran into in the process?
Me and Pumba, we have almost 1,000 songs or more together, so
Man,
it's not even like, so basically, when you hear my songs, you're not just hearing Wizachan, you're hearing Pumba.
man.
Like it's more like a combination, right?
Yeah.
So like I've said before, for me, like if we leave the hype, if we leave the whole, this person is a big person, this person knows this person, and all, like you're talking about who has like talent, understanding,
Yeah.
who wants to take music to where it is. Pumba for me is one of the best producers in the world. That's why you don't see me run to any producer. You
Right.
hardly see me do that
Yeah. Yeah.
because he's that guy, man. So why do I say so? Pumba is the only producer I know that is not chasing fame. He's not chasing clout. Pumba has no beats to send to you. Like he doesn't. Like if you come and meet Pumba now, tell Pumba, Alpha play me beat, will tell you you sing. What happens to you singing? Then I play with you. And I
Right.
really love that because it keeps you the originality of the music.
Gotcha.
Because you have to remember that when producers are playing beats, right, they're actually singing, but they're singing with instruments. That's just the difference. So
Right.
if you're always taking beats from producers, there is a high chance that you're being influenced by their melodies. So it's also good for an artist like me. So this thing, it works two different ways. I'm not like pop, so it's good
Right.
for me to work like this. So I keep originality, keep the sound at its best. So Puma and me, we are like bread and butter, man. Like
Bro.
we just, like I said, we have albums that are not out yet. Like Hila Stepper was already on the work since from the
Since
Messenger.
yeah, okay,
Um,
okay, makes sense.
yeah, I Want to Live Forever was actually made for the Messenger. That's the first song on this album now,
Yeah.
but we didn't use it for the Messenger. So we have a lot of work, and it's not a problem. When we are done, my work is just to arrange the album
Yeah.
so it syncs. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And one thing I definitely appreciate about Pumbaa is his versatility as well, especially like with his with some trap or drill influences he pours into your sound, or if he's going back to like the Osita Osadebe type like high life from the early 80s, like a record like Fluo Sickness, like just the range that he has, from a record like that to Quick Report, like with Pedestrian, solid like versatility from a producer as well that I love to see, man. So shout out
Yeah.
to him from that, man. But yeah, man, you have a few if you have a few guests on the album, you have Pedestrian, like I mentioned, and Joe Boy. Tell us about the Pedestrian collaboration, because my goodness, he showed up, man. He really showed up on
Every
that song.
everyone on that album showed up. So the people on that album,
Yeah.
Bomanime,
Bomani,
and
man,
then
yep.
have then all my projects,
Yep.
Pedestrian, aka Abini Beasties, Joe Boy Bondek, and Loda.
Yeah.
Loda is on that album. Actually, but we didn't want to put feature because it was going to look like we were stretching it. But he's
Oh.
actually on the last song, Dynamo.
Right.
He's Yeah, he's on the last song,
Mad.
Dynamo.
That's
So
dope, man. But yeah.
Pedestrian, yeah, Pedestrian. I met Pedestrian when we were on tour with CK, when he did some university tours in Nigeria, and I just heard this guy talking, and his voice just his natural voice sounded like they had mixed it, like he was talking, but it
Yeah.
sounded like his voice was so balanced, like I could not comprehend it. So I became curious and started engaging him, talking to him, and it was so impressive. And he played me records, and I couldn't believe my ears, man. And I played him some records. I remember playing him even the song I have to the movie right now, Flacco. Then he
Yeah.
loved Flacco. He really wanted to do Flacco, but for me, I didn't think it was a record I wanted us to do. So I called him one day. I said, I have the record. It's called Quick Reports. And I sent it to him. He sent me back the verse. Omo. Like, I could not even. The way you're reacting is probably how I reacted to it. Like, he just made it better, which is
Yeah.
what I would say. Like, if someone is to feature you, your job is to make it better or do what the person cannot do on the record. And he did that. I don't think anybody that understands hip hop or music would hear that song and not go like, Omo, who
Yeah.
is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Bro, you just mentioned Flacco even as one of your major singles leading to the album.
Yeah.
Next with the Oliver record as well. But
Yeah.
Oliver is here, but Flacco isn't.
Yeah. Because like I said, everything's been intentional, right?
Yeah.
I remember I was at this space one day and somebody said one funny thing about Flacco and Flacco drop. I just laugh. but it's because she had a small mind, in my opinion,
Oh, okay.
right? Yeah, she had a very small mind, which is understandable. Music is vast. You must not understand everything. When you see the album and you don't see Flacco there, you will not understand that Flacco was first a business move
Okay.
than a creative move. I know it's not every time I'm going to be moving with just oh, I'm with a Chan creative. But I needed Flacco to start the year. I was having a bad year, like mentally, right? I
Right.
was already broken, and you have an Ondumodu Black song and you think you're not going to put it out?
Yeah.
You get me? So it was a business move. But Flacco is on a project called Militant, which is not out. So I have these sounds whereby they are all crazy,
Okay.
like hardcore sounds, and I call that project Militant, right? So that's where Flacco sits, not in the Healer's Chapel.
Gotcha.
So when we dropped Flacco was just to elevate my own spirit, just more to be fine. Like I mean, this thing. I'm not pop. You look at the numbers. You look at your colleagues. Sometimes it gets to your head. Sometimes it makes you feel like, are you doing enough? Sometimes you feel like you just feel down generally. So Flacco really helped me. I can tell you that after I dropped Flacco, I know how many gigs I got.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very good move, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't make it.
Okay. So it was just a standalone single, which makes sense. But then you now followed it up with Oliver, which was a proper record, man. That definitely had its own momentum that it picked up for you. Tell us about Oliver, because I don't think we got to speak about that song in particular, man. But tell us the inspiration behind that record, bro.
Okay, Oliver was me basically coming back to my roots to this gyration. It's a gyration track, but we mix it a little bit with trap
Right.
and brought dancehall bass line to it, which is what some people love and they don't know. Pumba was playing this. Can I ever dance? Can I ever dance? Like
Yep.
with the bass, that's what he was playing, just to
Yeah.
give you that nostalgic feel.
Gotcha.
And same thing. I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to make sure that I could relate more with like the audience that were not ready for the deep music.
Right.
And
Right.
also, I was setting up myself to make sure that when the Ember months come, I'm getting booked for shows. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, it's also a
Yeah.
business move too at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I kept it simple, Oliver. Make sure the chorus is something you could echo, or the moment you hear it, it gets to you.
It gets you to sing along. It
Yeah.
engages you. Honestly, bro, that's one of my favorite things about your writing. Like, I was even pointing it out when I was listening to this album, is that you always write like you have the audience in mind, like you have
Yes.
the listener's experience in mind. Because some people can get into this like this flexing mode where they just want to like show off their ability to be edgy or throwing crazy like triple like entendres or just have it layered on top layer that sometimes the audience might not necessarily get the picture that they're painting, and then just leave them to flex on their own. But you're on the extreme end of it where you constantly have your audience in mind. You are keeping the structure of your melodies very simple and cutthroat to the point where people can sing along. And bro, like, I have to commend you for that. And like, it's really one of my strong appeals towards your music, man. It's like, this guy has the listener in mind, you know? That's it's really great.
To be honest, I do. Like, I because the music, at the end of the day, is not for you, in my opinion. I think it's for the people that are listening, so you have to consider them.
Yeah.
And it's just same thing with, like, communication. When I see sometimes, like, people want to flex on a song and show lyrical strength and not consider who is going to be learning these lyrics.
Right.
It's funny to me. It's like when there's this man, I think his name is called Patrick Obayabo, one politician like that. He speaks so much grammar, but he's not communicating.
right.
So,
Yeah.
so you're so intelligent that you're not communicating. But the key to anything in this life is communication.
Right.
So even the dumb person, or the person you might consider dumb, the street guy, but if he can communicate with everybody, he's going to be more successful than.
Yeah. And I kind of even liken that trait to, like, a choir master leading a church, like him as well. Because even on the song like By the River, like, at the end you're like singing with me. You're like singing with me. I was like, this guy don't talk choir master right now, man. And I freaking love it, bro. Carry along, man. That's dope. I'm gonna open the floor to any questions, man, for Wizard. I know Belema, you had some questions to throw at him. We have boy Skillvid up here as well. But yeah. Belema, are you there? I think I can get to Skillvid. Or I'm trying not to mispronounce your name, bro. But is he Siliv Kid? Looks like Siliv Kid is not ready. Yeah, Elon is kicking Belema out, man. But we have a new speaker up, Bowie.
Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, sorry, go ahead, Sylph Kid. Sylph Kid, right? Slave Kid. I can't speak clearly. Go ahead.
It's okay, Belema, it's not really you.
Yeah, I can answer after him. Because I had questions too. Okay. But I realized as I was talking that you guys can't hear me. Yeah, but I can hear you.
I think you can go ahead now. Since you can go ahead and
okay. Now that you can hear me, great. Yeah. Two things I wanted to say to Zachan. First thing, anybody that says they don't like that, they don't understand what they're saying, they'll be fine, because when it's Yoruba or Igbo, all of a sudden their ears are working. You cannot do this. There are like five people from there. Are five.
Belema is personally offended by this.
Like, first of all of you, like, they've called me everything but my actual name, because all of a sudden Belema has had to say. But now you people are wondering why somebody from Africa is singing one. There's actually anybody that tell you that you should not sing. Don't fight them. You are a representation of me.
Honestly. Because
I can count how many people are from Africa. Because when you tell them they are from Africa, all of a sudden their brain is thinking them down because they don't know history. It's okay. That's the first part. The second part is, yes, Bomanime is on every project, and Bomanime should continue to be on every project because 10 over 10.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Those are the two major things I wanted to point out first. But then I had a couple of questions. I think my biggest question for you is, what part does religion play in your music? That was a big question from me to me.
It's a question. I thought it was your brother.
Is that your brother saying I should ask this because it's not that?
Anyways, so for me, I am a person that has a problem, like, with the concept of religion as a whole, because religion to me is man's way of understanding God. right? Which I do believe that whatever way you can communicate with God and understand Him is fine. As much as we have preferences, Christianity, Islam, whatever the case may be. But just realizing, like, if I was born into Islam, there is a 90% chance that I would believe in that doctrine. Just like how I'm born into a Christian home, and I said 90% chance that I believe in Christianity. If you look at like the Ten Commandments, like for example, from like the Christian doctrine, you would understand that those are basic human knowledge that should know. Don't kill, don't steal, don't lie, love your neighbors, love yourself. Those are things that people were doing on a normal without even having the knowledge of, you know, any form of religion. That should be your basic core as a human being. There should be no reason why you should just say, I want to kill somebody, hurt somebody, lie on somebody, fornicate. All those things, like I feel like it's a normal human behavior that people should adopt right now. So for me, I don't see religion, I see humanity first. Like, then religion for me is like whatever means of worship you want to talk worship, or whatever way you deem fit that is best for you to talk to God. It's fine. So far as you're not killing me, you're not hurting me, it's fine. It's your own belief. At the end of the day, all we all have is faith.
Yeah.
And faith is not cannot be quantified. It means that you you're basically just putting your hope in something that the human eyes cannot comprehend. So it is okay for another man to sit down somewhere and say, "This is how I also think about this thing. This is how I see it," and it should be fine. So for me, and religion is more like, I would say I prefer the term like understanding God than saying I am religious, or I feel like understanding God is the most important thing. Then if you want to sit down and say, "Oh, I want to understand God through Christ," perfect. I want to understand God through Muhammad, because you can't tell me like thinking about it, like I don't think the God I know is that wicked that he will just create a world and just put everybody inside, then set all confusion and be happy to be burning people for no reason. Like, I don't believe in that form. And I think it's fine. I might be wrong. It's fine if I'm wrong. Then now me go suffer for front. It doesn't really matter. It shouldn't be that deep to people, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you cannot say I should not think as a human.
What's that?
Thank you so much for that answer. I was going to say that's a big part, because I know people focus a lot on culture, but religion is also another part that jumps out in the music you make. My favorite song is Amen, God My Dealer, and I really like that song. And yeah, don't stop doing what you're doing. Everybody will be fine. They know how to like other things. They know how to like you. And honestly, you don't need all of them. Like, I know you were talking about like the pop numbers and Flacco and all of that. And I think Flacco is a beautiful song from
Thank
Potako
you.
Boys. I think Potako Boys have been showing again and again that they're good at what they do. So I think that's a great song and a great energy booster for yourself. And whenever you have those moments that you need to make that kind of music, do it. But then when you want to make what you want to make, the ones that will listen. Everybody else will be fine. They'll be acting like they don't listen to other things. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
For real, for real. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you really well.
Bowie or Boy Sylv or Boy. Yeah, Boy Sylv.
It's
Please go ahead.
actually okay. Thank you. It's actually Boy Sylv Kid.
Boy Sylv Kid. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, currently now, anywhere I just see Wizard Chan, they come space. I don't follow who repost and follow who post and turn notification. I don't miss anything. I want actually understand more and more and more. Because from his last space, I was able to understand that one song, and I went back to it, and now I flow with it more than before. So I would like to know the meaning of the second track of his song by River Jonah, and that's my first question. I would like to know the actual meaning because I have my own meaning. I don't want to go and give out a meaning that is not actually the meaning of the song. So my second question is, did you actually have corona? Because I think in the what part of your song you talked about it.
Oh my God, the questions here. Questions today are crazy. Okay. By the river is basically like when I want to make the record, I was thinking about, the way we have hymns and churches. How peaceful they are. But I was like, oh, how I asked him about I go, how do you think him on trap or hip hop beats would sound like? He was like, oh yeah, now. If I can write something like that. So I remember one day we were in the studio and I had this. I think he was just playing some chords. Then I started singing down by the river Jordan, down by the river Jordan, you know, and it started from there. I know that song was so easy to write because it's just basically a song I was talking about, like, casting your burden upon something, and using the water as a what's the word?
As a metaphor?
Yeah, to say I would wash away my sins, I'll cast my problems there. Saying um, for the sailor man to sail you to, um, to like a promised land type thing, then, in the verse I said, at the bank of the riverside, I pour my tears and the blood that I bleed. I casted away Satan and from my life and stuff. So basically, it's just like a hymn song that just like casting your burden away from your life and stuff. Nothing too deep. The main core of the song was making sure that we created him and putting it on like hip hop. And yeah. Then for your second question, Corona. Yeah, so if you listen to the verse from the beginning, that's the story. I think I've told that story a couple of times before, where I nearly lost my life in Sokoto when I was a copper. I had that incident twice in the space of 2 months. The second one was the one that happened when Corona hit. I was sick and I went to the hospital, but I was just trying to take my life for no reason. So basically, but if you listen to the lyrics, you understand. But I don't know if I had corona. I believe I had the virus at the time because I was experiencing everything at the time. But yeah, it was more about what happened in the hospital. I was talking about in the song Flu Sickness, where I was being overdosed by the woman, and we found out that nobody was in the hospital except herself and one weird looking guy. By the time my friends came back, long story, so yeah.
Yeah, man. We're glad you're good now, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think that was it from boy Sylvie. Sorry, I just blanked on it. But appreciate you, man, on the question. We also have Bowie as well.
Okay, I just want to ask, what inspired you to bring out the album and this in Hila Chapel? What's the main reason? And another one, nobody understand you, I know. Me, I understand you scatter. I'm a Port Harcourt boy. Some people don't understand Port Harcourt slangs, I know. But you got slang. That's all.
Okay, boy. Like I said, Healer Shepherds, I wanted to tell my story of healing process mentally, physically, friendship, relationship, the understanding loss, which is song like Denamu. Um, yeah, bringing nostalgia, which is that was Amen and Oh My Home. And also, like we said earlier, to demystify, just let people understand that I love my culture. It doesn't mean like I'm demonic. So maybe when they hear the word chapel, there will be more.
Right.
Africans, we can be gullible with our thinking.
Yeah.
Now everybody has heard chapel. People are now okay to listen. Yeah, big masquerade, and they would start feeling somehow, but they would like Santa Claus. Very funny people.
I hear that. I hear that. Nice one, man. Appreciate it, Bowie. I know I have my guy Genio in the building, man. Genio, what's good?
Man, I'm good, bro. How you guys doing?
Doing well,
I
man.
but I deliver. Wizard, we must create. That's good, my friend.
Agreed to my brother. How you doing now?
Okay. Me, I don't have questions, man, for wizards. But there's something that that's always like he said something about not making that song again, and that was something that stuck to me. I think from even the listening party that we had, or the listening session we had, and he played some songs, and you're like, okay, this is this, but you're listening to Hila's Chapel and you're getting like a totally different aura from the album. It screams a lot of range and versatility from someone like him, where people feel like they can box him into, oh, like you said, the fraternity, this cause that have always been surrounding music. But trust me, there are like a lot of things in his catalog. Like a lot. Like it's crazy. I mean, I can remember at the end of that list, people were asking to play some songs back. And they were not even on the project. They're not on the last chapter. They're like, nah, why is this one not on the album? That's how crazy it is. So it's weird when you see those narratives. And it's also interesting when you see that what artist he is and you're like, there's so much more coming. A lot of people already see The Messenger as his first project, like his debut album, right? And you're listening to this and it's a totally different vibe. And you know when you're going to the next project or anything is releasing next, it's going to still be different, right? So there's that sense of anticipation every time he has something coming out. And I think that's one of the things that's like his superpower, right? You never know what to expect. And Iman said something on stream was like, Wizard will always carry along throughout his records. Like you will always be glued to everything, right? If it's his lyricism, if it's the instruments he's writing on, kind of melodies, the vocal performances on his records
Bro.
basically keep you hooked to your speakers, right? I can't get enough of Dynamo.
Yeah, that
Like,
outro.
to be honest, Dynamo is like my most streamed song of that album, right? Because of his vocal performance on that song and Lona's voice was just crazy. It was like, nah, so much was going on that you cannot say, okay, you want to skip anything or take a breather, right? You want to experience it all. So man, I'm going to like indulge everybody to tap into the project. It's definitely worth your time, man. Definitely.
Nice one, man.
Thank you very much, brother.
Appreciate you, Genio. Yes, man, we have some other questions. I see Webfoot is up here. What's good?
Hello, Iman. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Afrobeat. Good evening. And Wizard Chance. I'm not going to call you Shan, man. You Chance. You understand, bro?
I understand.
You're Wizard and Chance. Like Balama said, yeah. I am not here to ask you questions because there is no way I would want to come and ask you questions. It's the main reason why I won't, because I understand every single thing you're putting out there. Yeah. I'm from Bayelsa, so there's no point. I'm curious on whatever you're doing out there. But there's a couple of things I want to say. Like Balama said, I resonate with what she's saying, and it's a fact. Yeah. Even their Jesus Christ only went 10 to 15 kilometers his whole life. He doesn't have to project himself for people to understand who he was or the language he speaks. So I will say, do you chant your chants, and the people that resonate with you will take you to the platonic you deserve. That's all I want to say. And
thank you.
Another thing is, every Sunday I tend to give up my own perception on religion, but not really religion, but spirituality. And last Sunday, I said I posted something on my status. I said, "Look, I've not been to church for over 10 years. My own decision, but I have something to give to my followers, my contacts." And they were like, "Okay, drop it, yeah." Because I'm a crypto guy, I do give updates. So when I say I have something, they felt it was the cryptocurrency update. And I said, "Look, if you love yourself enough and you want to be spiritually inclined for a Soul Reaper album, a Soul Reaper sound that could resonate well and give you a good vibration, a positive one, why not download Wizard Chant's that chapel and send all the offerings to him?" That was simple, bro. For the 2 times I have subscribed to AudioMac Premium, it is because of your album. It is because of your songs. I don't practically listen to other songs because for me, music and sound and frequency, it's more like a level of vibration to me. So I tend to be selective on what I put or I listen to, yeah? So, bro, I will say this again, and I don't know, my TikTok names are different to my ex. I've been on a live with you on TikTok before, and I will say it again, yeah. You and your sound, it's enough for me on a spiritual journey. Bless you, brother. Opu, bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Right, thank you. I mean, to be honest, like these are the kind of conversations I have that makes me I wake up every day and say, okay, we're going again. Someone is listening.
Yeah.
Someone loves it. So thank you very much. Thank you, man.
That's dope. Appreciate you for coming up, Webfoot. We have my guy BSH. What's good, bro?
Man, what up, man?
Good
evening, everyone.
I greet you.
The big wizard, man. That your name, safe, man. That your name, safe. I don't know what you did think when you decide to choose that name, man. It's crazy. I've been a fan from Ed song, man. And I don't know if it will make you feel some type of way, but that's still my I think that's one of your best. That's still your best song. It's crazy how you.
Nah, we're gonna argue that one.
Yeah, we're gonna fight that one, bro. For sure, we're gonna fight that one.
Okay, I would say it's your best song, but I would think it's your best lyrical performance to me. Like your lyricism on that song is too crazy.
It's not.
Than any other one.
It's not. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's the vibe. Sometimes it's not just lyrics. It's the vibe and the lyrics. Everything makes a perfect song, and that song is perfect.
See,
there's
brother,
no flaws.
That song is to me what African Queen is to Two-Face.
Right.
They will
you say I did on point in a way. You
did on point, but me, I try to fight that Ed song thing.
Yeah.
I need to perform Ed song again.
Yeah.
If I perform Ed song, they do a cappella, they come out. Do you know why? That song is so good that it is tormenting my life.
That I swear that song set the bar for you too high. I'm not sure that you won't understand.
I understand. Like that's the problem. Ed song could have taken my life. So I don't like when people give everything to Ed song. That song was a dangerous song. The song was never meant to come out at that time. I was joking with the song, and that song someone post that song. I made it went viral. That song was set for when I was already blown. So just like how I've made all these records that I have today, that a lot of them, like from this new album, like I have 5 songs from there that are like 2022 and 2023.
Right.
That's what Ed song was meant to be, and someone just leaked it. But I respect Ed song.
So that means Ed song supposed to do this album like this.
Yes. There was something like now Ed song was supposed to come when I was more prepared to receive it and make it what it meant to be. But Ed song no the lyrical. But I listen to Stages of Life. Listen to Demons.
Thank God say they say artists. Thank God say they say artists not to make music for.
It's a chant. It's not lyrics. Yeah, a chant. I say.
I said. Thank God that artists make. artists make music for the people. So to you, it's not lyrical, but to we when they listen to it, me in
Oh yeah,
particular.
I agree. But
Yeah. I want to still talk about one of your song I love as well, like Pray. The song you feature one, Hausa rapper. That
Dino's pray
song,
hard.
yeah, man, that song, bro, man. Shit, man, bro. I don't feel talk, man. I love those songs. But let me talk about the new shit so that we'll get on point.
Yeah.
He lost Chapel, bro. You'll be like, see, man, you know, the music around lately has been upbeat vibes. So I've been on those shit. Like, your music just took me to another side. Like, you're like, at the inside club, you just carry me, your music just carry me go out, to reality. Say, no, but this will not be fun, no. So things they up for you. So like the album is a very beautiful album. And I'm sure it's going to age well because you enjoy it when you listen, not when you hear. Like when you listen, if you listen,
Very
bro,
correct. Yeah.
crazy album. Like there's no skip. Everything there's no skips. Everything just sync. It's the same. Even the high life, which is Oliver, age bet like they sound fire more now. I don't feel listen to another, but now it fits the album well. Like it was a good mix on the album. So even the songs like that you were on Afro or party vibe or in a way, but it was still on topic on Elas Chapel. Like it's really it follows the title for real.
Yeah.
Like that's how good the album is. But for now, my favorite song is Sober. Like
Why? Because I said I missed my ego.
Great question. Why?
that one. So you see that you like now because no one asks whether you put stoners for mind when you make that song because that pass me you go hey God. You know go feel know how they do me for body after the year I was they smoke my bowl.
Song where they don't fit play for radio.
Now
Yes, yes.
radio they play better music, not be party music. Radio they play popular music. Radio they play real shit now. Yeah. I will love to listen to real shit. So my question is basically on Sober. Like,
Um,
what inspired that song? Like, when we were writing it, did you have smokers in your mind?
yeah, I mean, when I was sober is my story that of relapse. So I smoked from 2011 to 2023. I used to be like a proper stoner, right? And right now I don't smoke anymore. A personal decision I made. And you get some days where you say you just a relapse, like you're just relapsing. Like it looks like you want to go back to, smoking. And most of the time it is triggered by events where they happen around you and everything. So, but at the same time, my guys they always smoke around me, like for house. Everybody's still smoking, everybody's still doing their own thing. So I've learned how to live around people smoking and not crave smoking at the same time. So the song is more like a cry out for both parties. Both the people that want to stop smoking, the ones that are still smoking, you understand, and the ones that won't stop smoking that are like fighting the urge to stop smoking. And I'm just like, when shit happens to me in my mind, I shout, I miss my Igbo. Pass me Igbo, split and blunt. I dey miss my claro. Same time, like, if you be smoke away, you never smoke, or more, you need to go find your Igbo. Just pass me Igbo. So I kind of like merged both worlds into it so that everybody can enjoy it. If you're a smoker, non-smoker, you will enjoy it equally. You will not feel like they attack me or it's being too holy. Yeah,
Right.
that's what I do with it. Yeah.
Makes sense, man.
Then about the album I think personally this year, let's talk about album. I've made the best album, and I'm not talking about being a big artist. I'm talking about like what an album should be, like what an album should be, storytelling, keeping to the theme of the album. I'm talking about sync. I'm talking about simplicity. Everything that we used to love and the reasons why we used to listen to album. If someone else made something like this, I would tell you the same thing.
Right.
You understand? I know it's never probably going to get to number one and all that due to reasons best known to all of us or people that want to know the reason. But I personally think this album, I'm waiting for who will beat it. Like in terms of like, I'm not talking about in terms of marketing because marketing is a whole different world. Then reality is a whole different world.
Right.
I'm looking for who will beat it realistically. Because if this album was dropped by the top guys, we know what's going to be happening by now. We know the conversation that is going to be happening around. But yeah, it's Wizard Chan that dropped it. The guy likes to do anyhow. So they will not talk.
Love it, man. Love that. Appreciate it, BSH, man. Thank you so much for the 1 and 2 questions there. But we had Pre-Star. I don't think Pre-Star had gone yet. Pre-Star was good.
I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Good evening to you, everyone, and a special greeting to Wizard Chan. So I just have just one question for Wizard Chan. I noticed you changed your name from Wizard Chan to Saint Wizard Chan. So I want to ask, is it because of the Ila Chape or is because of the fact that people are mistaking your song for courtesan song? Because I think there was a day I was playing some of your song, especially Big Masquerade, and a guy walked up to me and was like, I should not play this song anyhow on the road. I was thinking maybe it was the song was promoting courtesan or about courtesan. So I want to ask, the reason why you changed your name from Wizard Chan to Saint Wizard Chan, is it because of the fact that people are mistaking your song for courtesan or because of the Ila Chape?
Oh, okay.
Very interesting question, man. I love it.
Yeah, so the reason, I think there are multiple reasons, and I can't really pinpoint the main reason why I did it. I know it was just out of impulse. I changed my name since it was a Chan, but it was mainly because I was trying to like find a name for my fan base. I didn't want to call them Chans anymore. So I was just trying to find something that would suit, like, and at the same time, I didn't want to use anything that they would say, oh, he don't come again. With this and that. I was tired of it. I don't have to explain Tyla. So for me, like the whole same thing was just mainly because of I was already in the healer chapel form, right? Where everything we were doing was tilting towards religion and everything. So, okay, maybe this is where I am right now at this point in time. So I just added the saint to my name and said my friends I'll call them saints because the music is pure. Right, because my music is genuinely pure, so saints. That's all right. No big deal. Just people with they're always angry about my music.
All right, thank you very much.
Love it. Appreciate it, Freestar. Thank you, Visa. Visa it's been close to an hour now. It's been with us, but we're just gonna round up with some other speakers that are here to ask some questions. We have Ire today or Mon Ami. What's good?
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Welcome.
Mr. Tan, thank you for, like I said last time, you're on the same space. I said, thank you for making music that we all, like me, I can relate to. And like that song, Denamu, the last one, it makes me remember my dad. You get, he's late now, and some of our friends that passed away, the ones we lost along the way. That song make me remember them. Thank you, Mr. Tan. My question. Where is Lazarus with that chant? We promised Lazarus on this album. The last time we spoke. Where is Lazarus?
Oh my God!
Give me okay. You said heal. Okay, you give us heal. You give us heal sickness. Then you say Lazarus. Where is he? Okay. Big ups again. Big ups. You and Joe Boy. Una combo. The chemistry is a China and Joe Boy combo. Mad fire, back to back banger.
Yes,
So
that's
Muna continue. You and Joe Boy continue. You and Bon Anime continue. Every project. Those two people should be there.
I'm not giving go ahead. Anyway,
Yeah.
first and foremost, then I moved beautiful record, which means go in peace. And
Yeah.
we did it for the same reason. People that have lost people, man. I think so.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Emma,
Yeah.
I will say something to you. I don't know how it's going to be, but I also had you in mind when I was making the album because I made it exactly the same time. I think you lost your mom or something like that.
Yeah.
And I saw you. And honestly, I recorded it, I think, a day after. And I recorded it on a TikTok live. So
Wow.
while you had that situation and you went blank and I wasn't seeing your whole Afrobeat to the world thing,
Yeah.
and you went blank,
Yeah.
and when you came and spoke about it, I myself, my mom was in the ICU at the same time, and I thought
Wow.
I was gonna lose her. And lost my uncle, the one that I was named after. So it was just,
Wow.
I told you my year started very bad, started really, really bad
Definitely.
for me. So I was on that phase.
Wow.
So I had you in mind when I was making that record, just to say, I'm
Wow,
recording
wow,
that.
bro! I appreciate you telling
Yeah.
me that, man. I appreciate you telling that for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely, the song definitely left a mark, and it makes all the sense in the world that you had that in mind. So I appreciate you for telling me that, bro. Thank you.
Perfect closing for the project,
Yeah.
guy. Perfect song to end the Healer Apple. Perfect song.
Yeah. So I'm happy that it's doing what I want it to do.
Right.
I'm happy it's
Yeah.
connecting what I want it to connect to people because at the end of the day, man, and I had to bring Lona because Lona too had lost his dad. So when I played him the record, he could understand it. Lona was literally even in tears when he was recording all those things you guys are saying. But yeah, we're having a documentary come out. You're going to see it live when he recorded.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. Documentary. I know you've been working on that. So I'm looking forward to that,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is Lazarus first? Is that chance?
Yeah,
Where the
Lazarus.
Then
That's what I need
Lazarus. Lazarus, Pumba Mix is here. Pumba wanted Lazarus to be on the album. But I have one problem with Lazarus here.
Okay.
The way we played Lazarus live is too good to put out the digital version. Now, a lot of you that came for the show expressed Lazarus at its peak, or a lot of you that watched the show, you notice that Lazarus
Like me, I
was
would.
an unreleased song that took over that day. And that fear of disappointing is the problem. Do you understand me? And I wouldn't give you, I'd rather you go and be watching it on YouTube and you just love it there, and than to give you something that would fall under, like, I don't know how I'm gonna explain it. Like, but Lazarus was so good to perform live that when I listened to the digital version again, I was like, okay, personally, Pumba wanted to go the direction we used for the live for Lazarus at first. But I was being heady. I know you'll be happy now that I'm saying this thing. But I was being heady. I wanted it the way I wanted it. Now, when we played it live with the band, I just saw the truth. I saw the light. So, and it was a co-production. And now I don't just know how to just turn around and make it the way it's meant to be. But you can see, I gave you Hugh. I performed Hugh through that day. I performed
Sickness.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Thank you.
Right.
So you're talking about Militants upcoming album or something. So, but you said
when
after
I
this.
top he was happen.
Wait. You tweeted that you tweet them yourself. You see, after Healer Stop, they give us love album. Is it that you don't fall in love? Tell us now. Maybe don't come. Stop.
That would be
Oh my
interesting.
God.
That would be interesting.
Emma, I plead the fifth.
Fair enough, man.
Lawyer,
Fair enough. Nice one, man. Nice one.
Okay, see, I will give you guys a love album.
You sit down now. You say after the Healer Stop, we should expect love album. You said it yourself.
The love project is ready, to be honest. I just need the mandate to put it out. It's ready. It's been ready.
Sorry, you just need the what? You just need the what?
I need the mind because if I am going to come out,
these are supposed to come my wedding now. It's supposed to come perform for my wedding. So the love album to go on the day ready.
See, I'll give you guys a love album, but I feel just like how I came with Time Travel, I'm sure Emma you would
Yeah.
understand, and a
Yeah.
lot of people could not comprehend it. What I was trying to do with the high life and the new sounds. People always feel like when you experiment, I think you have to be careful when kind of like experimenting with sounds, mostly here in Nigeria, because they might perceive it the wrong way. So I'm looking for the perfect landing to do that.
Okay. Okay.
Why
Yeah, I
militant
get your
is
point, bro.
why it's easier for me to do militant is because Odimodo Black has given me the perfect landing.
Okay.
You get me? To
Okay.
do militant. I have seen the light. I wasn't but the festival yesterday, bro, when Flacco came up, everybody was going
Madness.
Madness, bro.
Madness.
madness. You understand? So
Yeah.
he's giving me like
It's so
I have
complete.
records. I have song with King Mad, a very beautiful record. I think it's global standard, but
Mad.
I don't know how I'm going to put it out. I look at it and say, okay, are they going to accept me for doing this? The song is good. You cannot deny the song, but I'm saying me as Mr. Chan doing that.
Mad.
I
That,
don't know.
man, that's exciting,
Who's
man.
that? But you don't answer the girlfriend matter. I did you don't answer that part too.
You they go now.
This guy.
I said I did
The
this.
This guy, man.
love album, something must inspire him now.
My
Okay,
cut
see
up, cut
inspire
up. I
him.
don't want to answer this.
Nah lie, nah lie, nah lie.
Okay, now.
Oh yeah, nah, allow.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, Zatran. Allowed.
Thank you,
Breathe,
thank you.
breathe, breathe.
All right, man. Thank you, Ire, today. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. We just have a
Chan!
few.
Opo!
Love it. Yeah, man. We have our guy Pixel. What's
Yo,
up?
what's up, Pima? How you
Yes,
doing
sir.
now?
Yes, every day,
Good evening, everybody. Who's that? How far now? How you doing now?
I did a big sorry, person.
My ideal. I saw some of the clips that you posted. I was like, oh, it's going on. How was the performance on Friday also?
The performance was good. I mean, high life, like I said, it was a high life award show they were doing. A lot of our legends were there, the ones that are still alive. Bright Chimeze and everybody. Yeah,
Nice.
so they just called me to come do the honors since I also honor high life as part of my
Yeah.
music. It was good.
Nice, man. That's beautiful.
Alright, I'm just here to just say hello. And yeah, congrats on the performance. Yesterday it was lovely, at least from the videos that I've seen so far. And yeah, big ups to you, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it, my brother.
Appreciate it. I have my guy Yinka real quick, and then we'll close with the new life in words. Yinka, what's good? Yinka, are you there? Okay, well, I guess we'll come back to Yinka. The new life in words. What's up?
Yeah, good evening. I'm good.
Good evening.
Wizard, greetings.
I greet you.
Yeah, me and my household, my family, everyone, my friends, we're enjoying the album. It's amazing.
Thank you very much, my brother.
And also quickly, I don't want to waste your time, so I'll just go quickly. I have two questions. One, the third track with Donanime, The Healer's Chapel, which carries the name of the album. I really don't get the message of the song. I've tried to take it in, understand the lyrics and all. I would like to, hear from you what led to the recording of the track.
Okay.
And also the last song on the album, because personally, I always, when I want to listen to a project, be it an album or an extended playlist, I always start with the last track. So this particular one, I really like it. It's my favorite song on the album. I don't know how to pronounce it now. I don't want to pronounce it, but the last track on the album is my best, and I would like to I would like to know what led to the recording of these 2 tracks, the last one and the last chapter with Bonanime.
Okay. The pronunciation is Dynamo, which
Okay,
simply means go in peace. I've already explained it. I
Yeah.
wrote it for people that lost loved ones, parents, and all.
okay,
I had a couple of people in mind that I knew, and Emma happens to be one of them because I recorded around the same time he lost his mom. Then for Healer's Chapel, the chorus, which is Jorundena, Jorundena, is an
yeah,
ancient melody that used to be the sang in the prayer houses
yeah,
before I was even born, right? It's a
okay,
whole thing that is, which basically means can evil cancel evil? It's a question and answer. So Jerundana Jerudebiano means can evil cancel evil? Then Jerundana Jerudekai, like evil cannot cancel evil, you know.
okay, thank
Basically, I
you.
go ahead to like put different. So what I was doing with the verses was putting you in scenarios
Yeah,
why evil cannot cancel evil, why it doesn't make sense to go to the route of evil. Then when Bomanime comes in, they basically go through a Bible passage. Their verse, which is "Inibera Bomani, Inabusela Botoma says, Siteme Pakamawa say Bilame." Basically, I don't know the exact verse. Someone here that knows it would can easily point it, but it's like it's a Bible verse that talks about Paul, I know Christ, I know who are you. Um,
okay,
then so it's an ancient melody, and I called it Healer's Chapel because the song reminds me of that space, that prayer house where we I grew up. I grew up in a
okay,
prayer house where where deliverances and all this, where they sing all the songs that I mostly incorporate into my music today. So yeah,
okay.
that's the
Sorry,
shortest thing I can explain.
okay. Sorry to cut you short. Quickly, I would like to add one more question. I want to know the track. I don't know if the track is in the album, like the particular track that led you to, discovering the name of the album, the title that you wanted to give the album. And I don't know if
It
there was a
was a
track
song,
that.
Healer's Chapel.
Yeah, Healer's Chapel.
It was a song,
Okay,
Healer's
the
Chapel.
Healer's Chapel. Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
understandable. I personally relate so much to the last track. I don't know, maybe because I actually lost my mom, say 2021. So like when I listened to the last track first and it connected to me, I connected to it immediately, and since then it has been like my best song I've heard from you, and also the Healer's Chapel featuring Bon Anima.
Thank you,
So
thank you,
thank you
thank
for the
you.
album. It's a very beautiful album. I really love the album, and it's helping me spiritually.
Nice, man.
Thank you. I'm happy it's doing that. Please, you guys should keep spinning it.
Yeah, man.
So,
Thank you. And like everyone else here has said, I would also like to add that you help us continue featuring, Bon Anime in your tracks.
Nice.
I will keep that in mind.
Love it, man.
Thank you.
Love it. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, all the speakers that have come up to ask Wizard Chan and celebrate the album with us. Bro, appreciate you so much for making time for this, and you're always welcome to on this space. But before I let you go, man, just real quick, what can we expect from you? I know we have a documentary coming up for to capture the making and the process of the album. But what else can we expect, man?
So basically, to be fair, this time around I've gone a different approach in terms of like marketing the album, and the approach I have decided to go with, or I decided to go with, is the approach of let the fans lead me rather than I lead. I don't want to go shoot a video,
Right.
shoot this and shoot that. So I've decided I'm going to just let the album show me what it was to do, like in a week or two time. Then I'm going to follow everyone's lead. And from my own observation, I think it's been Dynamo,
Yep.
All by Home. And I think I Want to Live Forever or some people come with sober, but like you see, the Namu Healer's Chapel, Oh My Home,
Yeah.
Amen. I want to live forever around there.
Yeah.
Some sober and heal. I
Nice.
think that's where it's been hovering around, So I'm just letting you guys. I wish I can do like a poll and be like,
Yeah.
please speak for me,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the documentary coming up.
Nice.
But I really, 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 really want to try and do a show in Lagos.
Yeah.
I don't know it yet, but like I really, really want to try. To be honest, sometimes it's difficult because like I don't know if it's accepted there as much as I know if I go back to the south and I do it, I'm going to have everyone singing along and all. But I think I have to do it. Just gonna find the right time, right avenue to do it.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's there.
We are there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's there, bro. Like you. No, but yeah, Lagos show would be essential, man. I think it would be great to have that.
I think I'll try and do it. I'll try and do it. No matter how little it is, I'll try and do it because I want to give you guys, I want to give Lagos what I give to the South. Like the full Wizard Chat experience, the band, the town criers, everybody coming in, the huntsmen, the backups, the masquerades, everything coming out in full force and storming Lagos. So yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, man, that would be good. That would definitely be good. I think Belema should be up now.
Can you hear me again? Yes, please. Elon wanted to listen to me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. I just had two things to say. We might need to start handing out pamphlets to everybody with the translation of all the songs. Like, I think we might need to invest in Genius, like give them lyrics and translation.
Yes.
That's the first part. But I just wanted to say thank you for making good music. And I wanted to send you off by saying, I'm not able me.
Beautiful, man.
We don't sell a lot of them. We'll sell the guys.
Because what is going on?
It's like, what's the happen, man? Nah, man. Appreciate you with that channel, man. Thank you for coming up, man. This was fun as usual. Yeah, man.
All right, bye, guys.
Thank you so much, man.
Our regards to town crier, they try. Greet them for us.
Yeah, some of them they listen to us. Some of the town criers are here.
Nice one. Appreciate you, man.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man, we definitely tap into our top 10 this week. Exciting top 10 activities set forward. Is anyone looking forward to any song in particular making the rounds? Any predictions? Any?
I want to see if I doubt it. No worries.
Just say it. Say it. Just let it out.
Yeah. I was thinking of a song of Chance album, but I was like, nah.
Oh, it won't be this week. It won't be this week. It will be for next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It will be for next week. Sorry. The Real Madrid up here. The new life. Did you have a prediction?
No.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to dive into the top 10 songs in Nigeria put together by Turntables Chart. Okay, the only aggregate chart system right now in Nigeria. And we have some activity outside the top 10 this week. Okay, outside the top 10, we have Caesar's Isaka 2, 6 a.m. with Tukutela, Jazz Worth, Liquor Beats, Omale, and Tems. Moves to a new peak at number 12 on the top 100. All right. Also outside the top 10, we have Bella Shmurda with Holy Jah debuting at number 14. And also, I love the song, Kid Carter's Calculates 2 featuring Young John enters the top 20 for the first time at number 16. Any thoughts on the activity outside the top 10? I know Lost Boy is still in 100. Who are you doing 100 for?
It's 300 for Omali.
For everybody, actually. I'm 300 for
You're lying, bro. It's Omali, bro.
Of course. Is our fellow Purple Ranger here. Love it. Anyway, man, we're getting to the top 10 this week. At number 10, ladies and gentlemen, we have Gunna's Forever Be Mine featuring Wizkid falls from number 9 to number 10 in its fourth week on the chart after peaking at number 2. So that's this week's number 10. Gunna featuring Wizkid, Forever Be Mine. At number 9, we have Benson and Fola with Very Soon, slips from number 8 to number 9. Moving up to number 8, ladies and gentlemen, we have Famous Pluto's Ewo, Zeri DL, and Shali Poppy backtracks from number 7 to number 8. And moving up to number 7, also backtracking from one spot, we have Olamide's Star-Studded 99 featuring Ashake, Daycom, Shay Vibes, and Young John, sitting at number 7 this week. Moving up to number 6, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ira Star with Hot Body, retreating from number 4 to number 6. The song continues to lead the official radio chart 7 weeks at number 1 with 80.6 million in radio airplay impressions. That's this week's number 6, Hot Body by Ira Star. And at number 5, we have Ashake's former number 1 in Badman Gangsta featuring Tia Kola, dips from number 3 to number 5 this week. Going up to number 4, at its peak, we have DJ Tunes, One Condition with Wizkid and Fola returns to its number 4 peak on this week's chart. And going up to number 3, we have a former number 1 in Love by Burna Boy at number 3 this week after topping the chart for 4 weeks so far since it's showing up on the chart. Now that brings us to number 2 this week, and at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we have You by Fola, holds at its number 2 peak in its 4th week on the chart after recording 2.72 million on-demand streams, making it number 2 on streaming, and 62.1 million in radio airplay impressions, making it number 4 on radio. The song has increased in activity every week since release. It is now aiming for number 1 bout on next week's official chart following the arrival of the artist's debut album. It faces competition with Cashflow and Fun, which then brings us to this week's number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Young John's Cashflow with Wizkid debuts at number 1 this week. Okay, Young John's Cashflow with Wizkid launches at number 1 on the official top 100 with 3.8 million on-demand streams, making it number 1 on streaming, and 55.3 million in radio reach, making it number 6 on radio. As a result, it becomes Young John's 3rd number 1 single in Nigeria and Wizkid's 5th overall. Cashflow is Young John's first number 1 debut on the official charts. His previous 2 chart toppers never started at the top of the summit, which were Extra Cool in 2022 and 99 earlier this year. Wizkid has scored 4 number 1 singles in a little over a year, and all 4 have debuted at the top of the singles chart in Nigeria. The songs are MMS with Ashake, Piece of My Heart with Brent Fayez, Kese Dance, and now Cashflow with Young John. Wizkid's only other number 1 entry on the official singles chart is Ginger with Burna Boy, which did not debut at number 1 but was the first ever number 1 single in official chart history for Wizkid. It was the very first number 1 entry on the inaugural issue of the official singles chart in Nigeria in November of 2020. All right, that brings us to this week's top 10. A quick recap on this week's top 10. At number 10, we had Gunna and Wizkid with Forever Be Mine. At number 9, we had Benson and Fola with Very Soon. At number 8, we had Famous Pluto with Ewo featuring Zeri DL and Shali Poppy. At number 7, we had 99 by Olamide featuring Ashake Daycom, Sherry Vibes, and Young John. At number 6, we had Ira Star with Hot Body. At number 5, we had Ashake with Bad Man Gangster. At number 4, we had DJ Tunes, One Condition with Wizkid and Fola returning to his number 4 peak. And at number 3, we had Love by Burna Boy. Number 2, we had You by Fola. And at number 1, Young John featuring Wizkid, Cash Flow. That was dope. We can knock that one out. Can we get into new music now? Full throttle. And ladies and gentlemen, please, let's manage our time because we have a plethora of new music to go through. So I know the big one of the biggest drops and one of the most significant drops this week is Fola. Okay, debut album. Obviously we've made mention of the run that he's having right now. This is an album to consolidate that run. The album just dropped, Catharsis, this Friday. What is everyone's first impression of the album so far? I know my guy Junior dropped a review recently. I can open the floor with Junior.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Belema, you can go ahead and then Junior.
No, I was just gonna say I have thoughts. Fola is good. The album was good. Okay, I know, but not everybody will rap. It was okay. It was okay. I really liked Echo. Echo was really great. I wanted more from the Victoni song. I didn't get that.
That song was good though.
Wait, relax.
I said, calm down.
Relax.
I said I wanted more from the Victoni song. Like, please breathe. I need you to breathe. It's a Victoni feature. I always expect a Victoni feature to me. And this one did not touch me like Victoni features touch me. So I wanted more from it. I think it's a cute project. It's a cute body of work. I know not everybody agrees with me, and that is fine. I am not necessarily a fan of Fola, but I think he's good. So I think right now, apart from You, I think the song I see moving far is Echo, maybe. And maybe the one with Young John, but I don't really like that one. It's okay. I don't know. It was a cute project. Happy for him.
I just wanted to be that if a person ever called music that I made a cute project, I feel off myself.
Real. That shit was cute.
LOL, man. But interesting you say the Victoni record has definitely been on second listen. It was even better for me.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I just wanted more.
Yeah.
I somehow I was expecting that to give me even more than that.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I didn't get much from some of the other songs on the project. So I was expecting that one to be fire. And it was good, but it wasn't mind-blowing.
All right, nice. All right, first impressions, Genio, what's up?
Man, I'm a big fan of Fola because I've been listening to him for a minute now. But what I would say is this project was really safe. It felt too safe to me, right? Because what I'd say, for somebody that's had this type of run, I feel like a lot of people are going to put him on that. There's a lot of eyes on this project, for him to wow people.
Yep, there's pressure too.
There's pressure to impress. But it's not a bad album. It's a very decent album. It was a good attempt from him. I feel like if the album was longer than 11 tracks, we'd be having a very different conversation here. Because there's a very thin line between safe and boring. Right. I won't say it's boring now because it's 11 album. Even you had pre-release singles on there.
You can say
you had Echo. Three songs were even the best songs of the album.
Yeah, right? You can say the predictability of it, maybe, as opposed to boring.
It was nah, you knew what we were getting from the project. I said something in the I was like, I don't think Fola has gone through heartbreak before. I don't think so. Because bro was preaching love so hard. I think it was even on the record. It was like, even if you cheat on me, I'll still stay. I'm like, bro, okay, okay. Like, bro was so deep in love. But yeah, really good moments. I like the record with Gabsy.
Yeah.
That felt like a Gabsy song.
It's a Gabsy song.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh,
Bro.
thank you for reminding me. That was my
I
other
couldn't believe
interest.
Belema didn't mention it.
I forgot about that song. See what I mean by there was a lot that was confusing about it. I really love that song.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah. I mean, then that brought up questions in my head. Was it like they were not ready? Because I feel like now, okay, that song was a Gabsy record. Obviously, he took charge of that record from top to bottom.
Yeah.
I love his verse, but it felt like it didn't really like. It didn't really feel like it was he in charge of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the question of, was he actually ready for this album, or was he rushed? You get, because songs like Go Kada, songs like, I feel like Caricature was the best out of like the ones that were actually on the album. Disco with Young John was
disappointing.
I feel like a lot of it. No, I won't say disappointing. It felt like they could have offered more, right? Off of this song with Young John, you're going to get an up tempo record. They're going to get like a very party vibe, but it still felt very timid. It felt like both of them could have conjured something better, right? Victony's song, the Victony record too was good, but it was just like, okay, they were just planning to do something decent, not really like nothing wowing you. It was so predictable, so timid. But all in all, I would say it's a good project. It's just there, right? But I don't know how it's going to like the longevity of this album. That might have a question mark on it, right?
Yeah.
But the songs like You, Echo is doing so well, so you can get those songs. The markets definitely push the songs, but the project as a whole, I'm sorry, but it's going to be very forgettable.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you for opening the conversation, Genio. Pixel, do you have any thoughts on the album?
Okay.
Classic.
So, I guess it's the last final thing I'm going to say before more or less I leave the space. Okay.
We don't shoot.
Allow now. Well, anyways, I would say my bias before listening to the album and what it was like after just listening to the album. Because to be honest, I've listened to the entire album over 20 times. Like it's that special to me personally, right? And so
I don't think there's been enough time since the album has come out to listen to it 20 times. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, that's to tell you that I'm literally not over exaggerating. I'm actually being very, very, very sincere. Like, I don't know if you have been seeing my tweets. I've been posting like back to back concerning it. Like, it's just,
Gotcha.
But at least today I'll be able to like share my heartfelt feelings about the album itself. But before listening to the album, right, I had it in my mind that okay, this is going to be an album that will determine if officially I'm going to put Fola in that Benson box. Now, I personally have a Benson box. I say box. I mean box. Jesus, sorry guys. I have a Benson box. Sorry guys.
Yeah.
I have a Benson box, and that is in terms of his albums, right? I don't necessarily enjoy Benson's album. Like the first, the second, again, they are not terrible projects. They just seem to be. They don't have that retention for me personally. If like Benson can drop 10 singles in a year and I will enjoy all of them. But if you put everything together inside a project, I'll have an issue with it. I don't just know why. But I've said before, like it's just how he sounds all through, and it's just something that
there's a few
for me.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And Fola, in terms of his style of music, he kind of falls in the same bracket in a way in which there is that signature move of Fola that is very evident in almost all of his songs, right? Like if the song on his EP, is it Who Does That also, right? That song as that was it last year that he dropped the EP
it was.
right?
Yeah, last year,
It
December.
would fit perfectly with probably Golibe or any of some of the tracks on, or maybe even Cruise Control, like very, very similar cadence and all of those things, right? So in my head, and just knowing Fola in general, I was like, so far so good. I have no issues. It's just more or less like I have not become worn out of your song. Like your songs, even though I know that you have that whole thing of that repetitive cadence, I am not tired of hearing it. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So I was like, okay, if it is very, very evident on this album, I'll just put you in that Benson box and be like, okay, this is where you are. You're not a bad artist, but in terms of albums, I don't just really get it. But the funny thing, again, it's very, very funny, right? Because I got into the album and I heard the very first song. Again, big shout out to Ashake. Whatever I heard in that outro is just one of the greatness of Ashake, because that outro was so beautiful. Kukada, beautiful, beautiful outro, right? Then getting to Echo, a whole
You mean intro?
Yeah, the intro. That's what I mean. The intro. Yeah, I mean the outro of the intro now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you get like that Ashake-esque kind of orchestral thingy going on there? It was just so beautiful. Then Echo came on and also beautiful. Then Golibe, for me, I would say this on that album. I can understand the bias of the first listen. It just felt very generic at first when I listened. But when I listened to it again, then Golibe made so much sense, right? But that Golibe track was like the point where the album started to make so much sense. At first, everything was pretty much very mellow, everything was pretty much calm, you're trying to just understand what's going on. The intro of the Echo, you're 24 years, I've not achieved this one, that brother is a lover boy, and he's very, very, his voice, the emotions of his voice and all of those things. So me, I was more or less like soaked in, like, okay, bring me back 2019 boys that used to talk about love. I'm tired of Dagaram. So like I was very invested, right? Then Golibe came up and I was like, wow, this is one is very, very beautiful. It was like, there was a change in tempo, everything started making so much sense, and I loved it. Then the pre-releases started coming out. I was like, okay. To be fair, Seth, now I'm just saying it for the first time on this space, but I already had the bias. I was not really the biggest fan of You when it dropped. It was this album that made me to enjoy it. But yeah, Lost, obviously, that was a beautiful track. Now, I heard Healer, and I was like, oh my God. Now, this is beautiful, beautiful music. Now, mind you, I totally get where people might be like, okay, but the cadence is more or less pretty much similar. For me, I was literally seeing it, but I was enjoying it. That means I have not gotten to that point where I'm more or less tired. I don't know if it makes sense. So I can understand if people have different opinions and be like, okay, maybe I'm actually tired of it already. For me, it made so much sense that I was still enjoying it, right? And Healer was just so beautiful. Now, getting to transition into Cruise Control, which I had an insane bias even from the snippet. I was like, this one is already 4-time platinum in my head already. Hearing that song, I'll be very honest, it actually brought tears to my eyes. And that is the very first Nigerian album to ever do that. Again, I promise you, some of you might not necessarily, like, it might be like, how? Like, what brought that? Even me, I can't even explain it. But like, at that point, it was very late in the night. Like, I listened around, I guess it was almost immediately when it dropped, right? So that was like after 12. So it was dark. You were just day calm. You and your feelings, you and your head get. So I don't just know what just happened, but just listening to that song, it just brought a different vibe. Again, I cannot explain it, but it was just different. And it just brought that tears. I was like, flowers, this bar
You're able to explain a lot, man.
Don't worry. Again, it's just about my own personal experience with the album, right? But after that song, just going on, right? Everything just made so much sense. For a first time listen, I was like, this is very, very, very good. Now going ahead to listen over and over and over. To be very honest, Rema's Fun, I only listened to it once that night. Throughout the entire night, I was just replaying it over and over again because I never even knew that Fola would take my entire night when I know that my Dolo Rema is dropping. But like that album just had a very strong hold on me. Then Caricature is another beautiful, beautiful track. Whatever that lady was doing, with her backup vocals or ad-libs or whatever it is called, that like took the song from like a 7 to like a 10. And again, the entire production of that album for me is totally beautiful. The sequencing, like how, in fact, the two moments where I know that where I can say the sequence was just so perfect was the second to the tour. That's Echo to Golibe and Healer to Cruise Control. To be very honest, they have very, very similar cadence if you really look at the chords. And again, that's one thing that I really love about Fola as a person. And in terms of his music in general, like how the producer and like how they have that synergy that when you listen to a Fola track, the chords they just like it calls you in, like it invites you to actually listen to what Fola is going to say. And he has beautiful melodies, his ad-libs, his background vocals. In fact, what was even doing Victoria towards the end, like I was just picking just those little bits and it just made so much sense to me, right? And I guess I tagged it Ima, that you will enjoy it. Unfortunately, I don't think that was the case, at least for your first listen, that much, right? But for me, it just hit me differently. Like I didn't even expect it. For me, I would rate this album a 9, in my own opinion, because for me it was just something very special. And yeah, thank you so much. That's just all I can say.
All right, very well said. Very well said. Appreciate that perspective, Pixel. Nice that you got to experience the album from that angle. All right, man. Chibi, what's up?
Yeah, I think most people have like said a lot of made most of the points about the album. I think I lean towards the side of the album being like slightly underwhelming. I wouldn't say it was even a bad album. I just think that the quality you'd expect from the kind of run, like he's done a very good run. The features have been good.
Yeah.
There's been like a lot of talk behind the industry. Also had like a lot of investments as well. So just based on the optics as well, I was just assuming Fola to then drop his best music on the album.
Right.
But it just seemed like I was just like, okay, where is the best music that you say for the album? It just did not seem to be there. And I don't know, that left me wondering. And then you said something about it made Lagos like feel from it. And I don't know why I did not get that from this album, because when I listen to R&B records, like I listened to Tiwa's album, which I hope we get to touch a bit.
Yeah.
I was able to pick up some records from them. I'm just like, this is like stellar music. Like there's music in here that I'm thinking this is like world class stuff. Like anybody in the world would like, get a touch on this record and think this is really good. With Fola, I know this is a quality singer. Like people have said, the melodies are good. His songwriting is above average for sure. But it's leaving me wanting more. Like I listen to the project and I'm just like, this is just like very surface level. Like it doesn't give me any what's the word?
Depth?
It doesn't give me any depth or any insight to who you are, what your music is really about, or like even just any like strong stories. I'm hearing people say that there are a lot of stories about love.
To be fair, they are, yeah. He approaches love from an aspirational angle. Like he always wants to make it in life.
To do something to
he wants to be of someone of significance in society, to be able to contribute in order to impress the love interest. Does that make sense?
I get it. It doesn't feel strong to me. Like I get there's some songs that I listen to and I feel strongly motivated, or I feel that strong sense of hunger. Yeah. And then some other ones I'm just feeling more like you're using your same templates like all the time. And I hear the comparisons to Benson. I think I can see where people would draw the line and say, oh, these two artists are kind of similar. But I feel like Benson had a bit more to him than Fola does right now. I'm hoping that Fola does like kind of expand more to his artistry and have like other facets to it.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know, I was underwhelmed with the album. I think I said this like I think somewhere in GC about how if Fola is going to be the next rated, he's going to win it, and he's a very dead winner. But in terms of like the last few next rateds that we've had, I just think he falls a little below that, like, the expectation so far. Still not to take anything away from him. Still amazing artist, yeah.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, Chief.
I actually disagree with that take though.
Okay, what do you disagree with, Yinka?
The fact that it's not up to like the artist that we've had before. Like, that man has been on an insane run. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's actually
do you think he had a better run than Odi?
Than Charlie Poppy even.
Odi Black. Oh, you think he had a better run than Charlie and Odi?
When we're comparing ones, it's not fair. Let's not.
More than Odi.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's not a fair conversation to have.
Chibi, fair play.
Oh man, that's funny, man. That's all it took. Oh man, I love it. Appreciate the conversations, man. I know we've definitely touched on the album.
Can I say something?
But is there anyone? Yes, Dante, please.
This whole run comparison is always somehow to me because I think we live in like a whole different world, even though it has just been 2 years, than when OD came out.
Yeah.
And the run conversation, because at this point, I don't know, that word is triggering. Is like, yo, these guys in 2025 do not, like, the each records don't feel like the same and as widespread anymore, right? And I think people are missing that aspect. Even with, I think, Chibi's POV, and I'm kind of maybe overanalyzing it, I think is viewing it a bit too much from like a pop angle.
100%. It's like these people that I'm calling before him are all nationwide sensations. Right. Not to say that Fola is not a nationwide sensation yet, but he's still on that, like, he's still going on that level. OD, Charlie Poppy, Rema, Moliy, Shake, those were the previous 5 winners, or previous, I think, 4 winners or 5 or whatever. And you can see the comparison to Fola. Not to get anything from him.
I 100% see where you're coming from. So it's not like it is actually very weird to kind of gauge. Like, it's in such a way that I think we're reaching the point whereby certain records can be so big, and it's just because Fola has had so many at this point that people are kind of familiar, and then it's easy to just point to him. Yeah. I think that's where we are. I think okay, what do you want to say?
Yinka?
One thing I think is like, he doesn't have the streets like the way them niggas had it though.
Like, I don't agree. But like, okay, you mean have the streets, but yes,
not even have the streets, like everybody, man. Like, let's be so serious.
Like nationwide,
Fly is good. Don't get me wrong.
Fola does have, okay, from my own personal POV, Fola does have nationwide acclaim, like a really big one. It just does not feel the same because we are in 2025. Streaming is a certain way. We are listening more, but songs are connecting less. Because, okay, I can use Ruga as an example. I thought Bounce was like a massive record, like a really massive record digitally and physically. But then certain execs kind of convinced me otherwise, that, that was just like a digital hit. It wasn't everywhere. But I was like, this song was like on MTV base for like a minute. Like, what's going on? Now, Fola has been on Turntables Chart like for how long now? Like, it's even ridiculous the momentum he has. When Ima was reading the top 10 and I heard Very Soon was still there, I'm like, this song is a monster record, right? So you can't really tell me that he doesn't have the streets and is able to do that. And at the same time, you can't, because I'll always go back to, hey, this is 2025. And maybe what it took, to convince a lot of people that this was a big artist before is not what it's going to take right now.
Yeah. I think...
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, KD, you had your hand up. Real quick, KD, and then Harvey. KD, you had your hand up earlier.
I just wanted to ask like a question, but it's probably going to get too long. He said something about like it's different, but like
mean, what's the difference between 2023 and 2025? Like, who has really
Beautiful, KD. I can literally pick up right from there, to be honest.
Sorry, I don't think I understand KD's question first.
KD's saying the times are not so different.
Yeah, like what does
and sorry, just to add something else, like the only artists that people ever say this about are artists that sound like Fola, like, which is also weird because last year Fola spent the entire year trying to tell people not to call him a street artist. So
thank you for that. I love that.
Because he's a singer and he's not really
being a street artist and penetrating streets are two different things, bro.
No be lie.
Sorry, is that what it is like? Because he's like a singer and he's not really making club records. Is that what you mean by artists like him?
You know what's funny?
Artists like him.
Yeah, fuck.
I used to build the back in like 2021 when Moliy was coming off of his own. Like that was the thing that people used to say that they are not really fitting in the club. So
yeah,
in 5 years, somebody will say something like that. That's Fola used to be the next rated. Can you compare it? So I think we'll just move on again. It's not. I don't think it's that serious. It's just the type of music that he makes.
Yeah, real quick, Harvey, just to round up the conversation.
I think Dante, I totally understand where you're coming from. However, I beg to differ on this one because it doesn't matter. Sometimes there's a dip in like per the era. Nigeria is a very good example. Nigeria peaked, say, in the 80s, and it kept dipping till now. Just because times are it's not the same year, it doesn't mean there can be a dip in the quality, like overall quality. And I remember on this same space, I spoke to the fact that, or I spoke to an observation that, to a certain degree, I felt that people picked up on Fola solely because he was like new. Like there are some things that he did that I felt like had been done before and wasn't crisp or anything, but because it was kind of new, a new person, people allowed it to fly. So essentially, I hear everyone's like sentiment on this Fola situation, and it's okay if he's not reaching the levels of his predecessors, or like that's normal, like that's fine. He's reaching his own levels, and amongst his peers, he's the what's it called, foremost one, and it just means that this set does not touch the levels of the previous sets, and that's all right. That's how I think it's fine. You can't always touch the same levels. But one thing you need to understand that while they might not have touched the levels of the previous set at the beginning, it might be a driver to allow them to, build the level of consistency that sometimes people touch the sky too high and then they can't keep up with. It allows them room to actually grow and actually become better over time, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Wait, sorry, before you go on, I know you want to go on. So I agree with every last part you're talking about, but none of my points had to do with the quality. Like that was not part of what I was addressing.
All right, then we'll keep it at that for now. But yeah, man, appreciate the conversation on the Fola album. I'm expecting to have more conversations as the album ages in front of us, and we'll see how they are going to move, obviously, post-release with the album, what songs they're going to focus on. I think he's still he's in the phase where he's still like throwing everything at the wall, trying to see what sticks. So we'll see what comes up of the album, and it'll be interesting conversations to be had as we move forward with it. But in terms of new music, we also had Remy Boy.
My single. Oh yeah.
Yes, Rema showed up with a new single.
This is where you have questions to answer. Don't worry. We
have the Fun record, man, that just dropped. The first single. You have some questions for me, Harvey?
I don't understand what these questions are. I was just gonna.
Okay, Belema, go first.
Actually, ask your question because I'm curious. It can't be that simple.
No, I think I have an idea what the question is.
There's two questions here, right? One is for the first guy that said Junior is a Rema fan, but we'll get to him. There's no
just ask me, bro.
Okay, let's ask you then. What do you mean? Because we're about to talk about fun now. Like, what do you mean?
Man, just keep it moving,
okay,
man. Just
no response. Anyways, Ima, this is essentially, it's not even a dig or anything, but it's like when Kelebu came out, you and Juriaka spoke about how it's what it is, blah, 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 blah. and it kind of felt like wait, let me. It kind of felt like that were saying that, it's a miss. We don't know what we're saying. But here's the catch, right? I remember speaking to the fact that if Rema is targeting Francophone West Africa, then sure. But I don't know what I'm not behind the scenes in this team. I don't know if they did that. But if they did, I don't think it worked. They didn't catch Francophone West Africa. Right. And if they didn't, then it begs the question, what was the Kelebu drop? Then this is why I also respect Rema, right? He did that. Rema is not one to sit on his experiments. And I spoke about this one time with Wizard Chan. He took digs at me today, but it's fine. I spoke about him and how people sit on records waiting to see what goes on next, what happens next, without a follow-up plan. But however, from what I'm seeing now with Rema, there's always a follow-up plan. He's experimented. Did it catch fire? No. He had to cover up right away. He's trying to remind you guys that I can experiment, but doesn't mean I don't have shit in the vault to give you. And he's dropped Fun now. That's basically, in my opinion, from how I see it right now, to a very high degree, cover up damage control. Kelebu didn't do what he was supposed to do. Sonically, it wasn't that song, in my opinion. Right. If they targeted Francophone West Africa, I would have shit in my sword, but it doesn't feel like they did. Or if they did, it wasn't successful. Right. And he has come back with Fun and he has redeemed himself. So, Iman, the question for you...
Wait. Let him land his question. Let me land this question, brother.
I'll ask your question.
The question now is, now that Fun is out, what do you have to say about Kelebu in retrospect?
Okay, I'll say that with...
Okay, beautiful. Emmanuel, before you answer this question, I'm going to act like I Deburi and do this thing where, I know the question was not directed at me, but sir, I have a question for you now. Because this analogy and logic you just gave us and story time. My question for you is very, very simple. What is your time limit of drop between singles? I just want to know. What is an ideal time
Sorry, repeat that. What's my time limit on what?
Singles. So if I drop a single today, when am I allowed to drop the next one?
There's no time frame for that. It's up to you.
Okay, so how did Fun become cover up for Kelebu?
No, now. If you say it's not a cover up, I didn't see it was.
Here's my thing.
Wait, hold on, Benama. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
hold on. You said, how did he become a cover up?
Because that's the assumption that you're going with, right?
No, I'm saying that I'm assuming from my perspective. My word is not.
That it is a cover up. That is what you're saying.
Well, okay, maybe I might have phrased it wrongly, and I'll never be ashamed or free to say that, okay, I phrased something wrongly. But in the sense that cover up, it means like, he can't sit on Kelebu as the last single for too long. Right. With how it's done. That's how I see it.
Right. And it's fair observation. I think it's fine to come to that
I don't think it's crazy at all.
I don't think it's a crazy observation.
Cover up might be
a reason. I think there's a reason why you went with that.
Oh shit.
And I'll tell you why, right? We were just talking about OD earlier. Technically, if you look at the dates, please somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
But the 202 freestyle dropped before Pay Me, yes?
Yeah, it did.
Yes. So 202 freestyle dropped and then Pay Me dropped, right? And how Pay Me, he's not focusing on it right now. But the reality is that if you think about it, 202 dropped before Pay Me.
Yeah.
And so I wonder when we say these things, and I'm not even disagreeing with you. Maybe that's what Rema decided to do. Maybe he was like, Kelebu didn't move, I'm dropping Fun. But I'm just like, how do we jump to these conclusions? Because it's almost like you're trying to put a timeline on somebody.
I want to say that if it's successful.
And then it also seems like you're trying to justify a position that you were already holding. Right?
I think that's what it is.
And I think that's where I'm at, is that you already had the thought process that Kelebu did not work. Yeah. So now you are using this as a way to justify that it makes sense that Kelebu did not work. That's why he's dropping it. And I think that's why the assumption sounds
Okay, Belema is making some of the
conversations in a way that it's interesting to see.
Damn,
right?
can I even answer your question, bro? But go ahead.
Okay, before you go, Ima, it's not a necessity that something has to fail before it doesn't have to be extremely successful.
It's not a necessity.
I don't see a world where.
Sorry, say that again.
If something failing, like something not being extremely successful, does not equate to it being a failure.
Right. Yeah. So
right? Just because we didn't do 100 million doesn't mean that it's a failure. No. Right. So sometimes when I say things, I haven't called Kelebu a failure. However, it was heralded.
It kind of did.
It was heralded, like you
said
the experiment failed.
Bro, you said it failed. You said he had to do damage control, bro.
Essentially, I came for Iman based off how, and I mentioned two people here.
Yeah, you said Iman and Jamaica, which, by the way, is such an honor. It's such an honor to be
essentially
to be called next
behind
to
it, like, because and. Maybe this is why I would never be afraid to say that maybe I phrased something wrongly. But if you remember when I spoke on Kelebu the first time, I never called it a failure. I just called it not my piece of cake.
And that's
not my portion
and that was valid then.
All right.
Listen, that was valid then. Even if Kelebu was the number one song. Listen. If Kelebu was the number one song.
The context here is when we dropped, people like me dropped a take like this. I think Chibi was dropping takes like that too. It seemed like we weren't giving it a chance, but that's not what it was. We're just speaking to how we felt.
Absolutely.
And it feels like right now we have vindicated on that. Not calling it a failure.
See, that's the thing.
Also not calling it the absolute successful
that's the
experiment
thing. That's the thing.
Allowed it to be. That's how I feel.
Right. I know you feel vindicated.
Like a serious Rema fan. Like
Jesus, man.
You don't want to know. Like, anyways, but that's by the way though. But like, yeah, please, Iman.
So now I can talk? Anyway, man, Harvey, just the nature of you speaking about how you felt about the record as we got the record, it doesn't invalidate your opinion, even if the song was the number one record on the chart right now, right? I think you're looking at the chart as a form of like a quantifier of music material, which by all means, every position I stand is typically based on the material itself. It's not based on the potential of success on the charts. It's not based on the potential of it being the most impactful record. I'm talking into the influences I'm hearing on the record. I'm speaking into the bravado of the record, of the delivery of the artist on the record. I'm speaking to those terms, right? The material itself. And I would still stand in that position because I'm still equating what I thought about the record to the material and not to how it's doing on the charts. So it's not a case of now because because the record isn't essentially it's not performing to the extent that we do know Rema record to perform. It's never based on it's never a justification to say that the feelings or the reaction to the first instance, to the first record, to the first impression of the record, it doesn't take away from that because of how the chart is behaving with the song. So it's not like, trust me.
In hindsight, do you still stand by Kelebu though?
Absolutely, I still find it a fantastic record. I still find it a high. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Do I still find it a record? Absolutely, it does. It's a record that goes hard, man. It still connects to the roots of this genre. It still connects to that high energy coupe de Calais. The Brazilian drums on this, the energy, the intense nature of it. Not too many artists can deliver that level of brilliance on the record and be that edgier and risk-taking with their material. And I will still commend Rema for the record. Like, it's not a case of like, because the chart doesn't seem to be gravitating to it now. Now it means the record is something else. It's not. It doesn't change the material. It doesn't change the material.
Imagine real critic. He stands by his words, and you guys should just like let him be with that. I think that's
no. But
I think also people should actually stick by what they think originally on music. Like if you think about something, the chart should not.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with some people. Music can evolve over time with how they receive it.
To be honest, you can listen.
You don't have to be stonehead in your position. Like you don't necessarily have to. Like there's music that obviously upon first listen. It's the most amazing thing you hear. you come outside, you hear it everywhere. It goes to a point that you can't even stand it anymore. Like, music has effects on how we listen to it. Definitely has an effect on our relationship with the song. So it evolves over time. It's a living, breathing thing. You can definitely have the vice versa of not really liking a song on first listen, and over time, the more you hear it, you can gravitate to love it as well. Like, that's the whole point of like documenting how we feel about records upon first impression, and then getting to see how we feel like, say, 7 or 8 months down the line. So it's like, bro, it evolves. Like, it's a lot. It should be okay to evolve your opinion on the record, man.
The part that me, I don't want you to misunderstand here is feeling like this is based off the charts. No,
it feels like it is, though.
Well,
it feels like
rectifying now. Kelebu split opinion on the TL and everywhere you spoke about it. That's the first thing I see. And even now that everything's said and done, it's died down faster than the Rema. This is not about the charts. The charts, to a certain degree, is a reflection, and we use turntables so that we can erase the whole agriculture situation. So the charts is part of the reflection, but it's not the only thing.
Absolutely.
It's the fact that it's the fact that we're all on this space and we're all excited to speak about fun right now, and it's about it. It's not even how do we feel about fun?
We never know about the temperature. We've not had the conversation. We've not had the conversation yet. We've not had the fun conversation yet.
We will have the conversation, and I am projecting already where it's driving towards. However, when Kelebu dropped, it wasn't necessarily that same feeling, and that's what I'm trying to say now. Like, it's not.
We don't know that yet. We've not had the conversation on the space, bro.
The whole point is, I'm trying to say that this is not based off Kelebu falling off the chart or not staying off the chart, whatever. Yeah, it's like you said, this shit evokes feelings, it evokes emotions, and it drives you in a certain direction. Pair the person, pair when you listen to it. So I guess
so
leave it there, and then we can carry
and this is a brilliant example I can bring used to ask you. How did you feel about Is It a Crime? Like, Baby, the record.
I thought it was a brilliant record. I was here. I spoke about Is It a Crime in the same space.
Do you think do you think the record hit its commercial potential?
Well, the market always matters, so I don't even know that's the thing. I don't even be knowing what the commercial situation is with songs these days all the time.
Exactly, but did it change anything about? But did it change how you felt about Baby? Did it change how you felt about the record?
Nah, I think it's still a brilliant record.
Exactly.
But it did its thing, though. And if you remember that time, we had a conversation about why it might not have hit the heights that we expected. It was something about the spacing between the snippets and the actual release. Like, we analyzed these things at the time. So different things can affect the chart. So this is not me speaking to just the charts. The charts will be what's it called? One of the factors, but it would not always be the main factor.
I love that you're highlighting that. I love that you're highlighting that. Because you seem like you relied on it as a vindication of your position. Like, your position was valid. Your position was valid with or without the charts, right? Your position of not liking the song was valid with or without the charts. My thing is, don't make it like, now because the charts says.
Ima, the reason why I spoke about this is on the day I remember. You don't know this, or maybe you don't realize this, but as the receiver of your rebuttal on the day, you sounded a little defensive. Joey does that's why he quit it. That's why he quitted you to Joey today. Like, no cap.
I sounded what? Defensive about about the song?
Yeah, it was. It was interesting for me to see, right? Like, but yeah, that's how I felt that you sounded on the day. But anyways, it's a beautiful conversation we just had. I'm glad we had it.
Sure, that was your observation, but sure, man. Appreciate it. Anyway, any other thoughts or any actual thoughts on Fun? I don't know if you guys
talked about please. Yes, please.
Yinka, go ahead.
Fun is a fun song. It is beautiful. It is awesome. It is great. I love it. I was very confused about. I'm confused by Omalay's beef. I don't get it.
Oh, right. Because they posted.
He posted the Fun song on his Instagram story.
You're not a real hater, man. You won't get it.
And I was just like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not a real hater. That's fine. I never want to. Because I don't understand the beef that you people are beefing. It's quite confusing.
What don't you understand about? Anyway,
my point is that Fun is a fun song, and I really, really like it.
Nice. Yinka, you wanted to open up?
We thank God for that.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Ika, I just want to say something. Does fun remind anyone of who?
yes, please. Let me continue, right? Let me just continue with you, bro.
Right.
You know that Tupac in 2023, that Reason You and Holiday Tupac?
Mm-hmm.
It felt, that beat felt like the beat of the...
ATTW,
Bro,
yes.
I was listening to it and I was reminiscing of WAEC. Oh my God. It was beautiful.
Ika,
Like,
Ika,
genuinely, right?
You ask for women, go to give you 10,000 bodies, bro.
No, because genuinely, right? Like, man. You just like, it's so good. Like, the song is actually like mad good. And I felt like London was just like, you got inspiration from the beats from before. Man, that's a great record. I've probably replayed that song like 100 times, and I'm actually not lying, unlike some people. But yeah, that's
oh man, yo, so you like the Afro house direction?
Yeah, I love it, man. And that whole Moliy P, man. Moliy is funny, bro. He said that he now is gonna post on his this private story that we don't have any beef with anybody. We are all peaceful. He's a funny guy, bro.
I beg you. Anyway, Omale is interesting, man. Him and his
spirits.
No. It was the accounts now. The other guy.
Fun is meeting at such an interesting time. There's this meme from Euphoria, the series. There was a point whereby the sister of one of the characters, she's a character, was doing a play that was kind of like about the people there, and that was the feeling I had when, I think her name is Mandy, like the person in the audience, I can't remember all, and she was like, is this fucking play about us? And that was the exact way I felt about Fun, because I'm like, is this nigga talking about me and my friends? Like, what the fuck are you on, right? Like, how could you mirror my life so well in a record? And man, I'm so like,
Dante, the chef was like having biscuits. Carry boys along, bro, big.
Good, you're right. Many people share my side, shall not might not be that. I know. Fuck, I can't. Sorry, Chibi, you kind of lost me. You lost me. Yeah.
The cabin biscuits was the line, right? On the song.
Yeah. It was like you say that, and he was asking about sharing funds. No, that was not necessarily the line. I'm just saying, like, as you mentioned, I was like, yeah, there are things that like period in life and masculine friendship and like all those like nuances. You kind of like pick that, because I just try to depict who the person is more through the records rather than who they say in interviews sometimes, to be honest. So the thing I wanted to say was the only one quote unquote critique that I had about Kelebu, it came correct this time. There was no snippets. And I love that. I love that he didn't care to drop a snippet. In fact, he announced was not the day he dropped the record that he announced the record. Like, I love that. I want more. I didn't like. I was already complaining on his face about like how much people be dropping snippets, and like I've literally lived with the record at this point before you drop it, like, because you don't even just do like, oh, this is a 30 seconds thing or something. No, you do like a 1 minute plus, and I'm like, Christ, like I've heard your song. Like at this point, the second verse is like, you know, maybe the only thing I'm expecting, and actually maybe that's also influenced by the fact that like I kind of have to consume music at a fast pace because of the wide range of types of music I have to listen to personally.
Right.
So the fact that he didn't drop a snippet, I want more of that. I want people to just announce their record is dropping and just drop. And I love that. I love it. Yeah.
Dope stuff. Appreciate it. I know. Was it Yinka or who else was it?
Wait.
Sorry.
Please, before you just go on, I just want to like add that my best like line is, oh yo, the streets ain't got no love. Oh, why? Oh, as per you're on your own, and he said it twice. I don't know if you guys got it, but like I got it. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Bye bye.
I was a cute man. There are a lot of hidden bars on the song for sure.
Okay, but like here's the thing though, the beef thing, right? Do you guys think that shows his sentiment about the whole situation? Like, do you think maybe he's saying that I'm keeping him moving? That is the potential in that.
I guess we can find out. Ice. If you can answer Dante's question.
Okay, Ice is here.
Ice is here to answer Dante's question.
You never know.
wasn't a beef song, oh. We don't get beef for anybody. I mean, Fun was supposed to come out before. I mean, there's nothing to clear out. Fun was actually initially supposed to come out before Kelebu. We just moved it forward. So yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm sorry. So, Ice, are we going to let this allegation just like hang around this guy, or it's just going to be one of those ones that we?
Jesus,
but I love TV for that question, man. Thank you.
No, I'm just curious because I guess with time we can let it slide, but I'm just wondering if that's what is going to be one of those ones.
But the truth is that there's no allegation to respond to now. If there was one who would have responded. So you get,
Wow.
Energy.
Wow. Interesting update.
Ice, please don't make me laugh.
Ice, please. Do you want to rectify clarify on the line of I don't have any competition, my enemy, Sakma? Like, is that just a random line?
It's
clear. No, but that's a clear line.
You say enemy na Sakma.
Poverty, everybody enemy. Look, I don't lie.
That's not even the line you should be asking about, bro. You should be asking about the no time for beefing anybody, bro. Like he said it.
Yeah.
You should be asking about that line.
You should have been talking about like if you
remember
your time, you should have done it first.
Yeah,
but has there ever been a time you've seen like a Rema tweet, beefing somebody or Rema going?
Of course not, because no one's made allegations. Because no one's made allegations. I'll answer Ice. Because no one's made allegations that they stole their entire album idea from. So
every day we wake up, we are battling against poverty. So. There's really no time, to be honest. Yeah.
Of course.
Ima, I know you probably want me to ask about the question of I don't have time for beef, but the honest truth is that's a clear ass line, right? As to what it might mean if we're trying to go down that line. The reason
doesn't have the time, bro. He's moving on from it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that holds more. That holds more weight. That holds more weight in this context, though.
That was more clear and as clear as day. The reason why I went for the question of no competition is because no competition. It literally, that line, if anything, is layered in my opinion. If it means anything, it's trying to say, "Yo, I'm above." That's why I asked about that line.
But I can see the world where he had recorded that line way before this Moliy situation. The other line where I don't see.
Yeah,
right.
Because the first time I heard Fun was in Feb,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, as far back as that. So it has no association.
But could you confirm or help us or confirm or deny that a few tweakings to the song was done?
No recently? PR answer.
Nah, zero. I'm telling you, the first time I had Fun, same as it is. I can play from my DMs right now.
Okay.
Same, nothing, no tweaking at all.
Can you please send me the demo?
I'll go when I'm giving you. Yeah, I'll send it now.
Okay. All right.
So one more question.
Man said he wants evidence.
I don't know. I know someone's been shouting no PR.
Rema said it very clearly. If you hate, wait for your turn.
All right. If it's February, when was the Moliy? If it was February, even if it was February, my mind was still there because the Moliy allegations came and it didn't have
last year.
It came last year, but
I can't lie,
it didn't have like a clear finger it was pointing at. Right, but anyway, this
means that
don't mind me.
It means that if I heard it in Feb, there's a high chance that Rema side would have record for 6 months before I heard it.
Okay, all right.
But I can't lie.
I'm just stretching it, bro. Don't mind me.
Can I just say, but very, very good timing. Just very good timing. Just saying.
Yeah.
Very, very good timing.
It is great timing. All right,
you people are looking for trouble.
Rema looked at his discography and said, "Which one will answer these hits as well?" Type shit.
The question I have for Ice now is random, but why did Kelebu drop before Fun?
I mean, there's really no reason as to why, we dropped one before the other. We're going for Fun. We had the marketing, everything set up for Fun. But then again, I mean, Rema hanging out with London, then Kelebu came out. So, I mean, we had to go with Kelebu, and then come back to Fun. Nice. But again, from the onset, we had always set up Kelebu to be a 4 weeks, campaign.
Right.
again, but it doesn't mean that, I mean, marketing still goes on. We just shot a video for Kelebu. So it's not paper we're spending now. So yeah.
How are things with the album looking like now? I know it's obviously singles are coming up and it feels like
we're doing the world building, but yeah, it's looking sexy.
Nice. World building, so important.
It's important.
It's looking sexy. That's also important.
All right, man. Any more thoughts?
Another thing about fun. Another thing about fun, real fast, is that it just reminded me because I saw the video, and also this is my beef with Maven. Why are all your promo videos better than your actual music video? Please,
wow, Belema, what kind of shot is that? Jesus.
Every time, from Ira to...
Their promo videos are top shot. You do have to see that.
Their promo videos are 10 times better than the actual music video.
Maybe but because there's more retention on promo, on socials.
That's not it. I'll tell you why. The music video for fun. One of what I was going to originally say is that it reminded me about how Rema and Crayon are like best friends. It was very cute. But when I make the video thing, like, you know, when he's sitting down on that thing and he's like reciting the lyrics to Fun and everybody's like standing around him and they're having their own conversations and the girls are there. Something about that just feels more fun.
But there's no music video for Fun, no.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I don't think.
Am I imagining things?
It's a
promo video.
It's just the promo.
So what is the?
There are two videos. There are two.
They are promo.
So both of them are promo videos. So the one with London and Crayon is also promo video.
Yeah.
You are stressing me out.
Okay, I guess we'll have the conversation. We'll have the conversation when the actual official video comes.
You should not stress me out because I saw the video with London and Crayon and I was like, cute. But what the hell is going on here? I thought we had a different video concept. And it's the same thing that happened with Ira and Hot Body, but different conversation.
Man,
Bobo record. Are we doing Bobo record?
Can I?
Yinka,
I was speaking before everybody wanted to cut me out.
Yinka, real quick, I beg.
Okay, as I was saying, right, I believe that. Okay, honestly, right, I believe that Adekunle Gold is top 5. I don't know, and if nobody wants to agree with me, that's their problem and that's their business. Nice. But that man is beautiful. Not one record he has dropped this year has been bad. Not one. Right. He dropped Obimo, he dropped Coco Money, he dropped this Bobo song, and the two people he put on the song, magnificent verses. Oh my God.
The verses were killed.
He now had diversity with it. He had given me Loje and he gave me Shodi. Oh my God! Loje was crazy. Loje was good, don't get me wrong. Then Shodi now came. Shodi now dissed him on his own song. It was like when Adekunle go jam Coco Money, he shouted, "Yay! Oh my God!" But yeah, that song is a fire song, man. I can't lie. Best song this New Music Friday. That's just me, though.
Nice.
Loje went apeshit.
Loje was special on that record.
I swear, Loje was the best.
Nah.
Loje was Kai.
Loje had a Loje moment, man. That was dope. BSH or Ginger.
I really like
Loje is me.
Ginger.
Loje saved that record. I would say that. It's not for me. Wait, it's not. Sealed. Yes, he saved it actually.
Saved or sealed?
Because for me, saved. SAVED. Saved.
Oh, who is fighting?
Jesus, man.
Yes, they asked me.
Ginger.
They asked me.
Ginger, let's be using our inside voices, man.
Wait, relax. Because when I talk, I say saved and I say safe.
It was just a matter of clarification, bro. Nobody knew.
Yes, so I spell out. Relax. Anyways, Loje saved the record. To be honest, record just did, but now Loje saved. That verse was insane. If I just give, when something don't they go, you don't nearly they play like Mortal Kombat. They don't nearly kill you finish them. You just deliver one better fatality move like that ASAP. That's what Loje did for the record. Honestly, I disagree. Yeah. You can't. It's the same way I'm disagreeing. I'm telling you, the record is not the most special. Another thing is, I think that Adekunle Gold is on this Owo Coco, Owo money. something run because he has been doing the Owo records. He did Owo with Coco.
Yeah, man.
He talked about Owo in, I think it's in the money.
Yep.
Like era or something. So
talk about world building right there.
Basically.
No, Adekunle Gold is era, man.
Yeah, man.
But Loje delivered the masterful one. He was spazzing. He was spazzing. I love it. Love the verse. Yeah.
Dope. Any other thoughts on Bobo?
I have thoughts too.
Yes, sir.
Number one, these people that have industry people should better call that young man and tell him that he has 1 week. Okay,
for the album?
Let's just say, yes, because he has 24 hours to drop the album.
The album that's dropping next year?
Please, people should not do this.
Make they push and they go. Nobody go remember him again.
Please. Havana. Please.
I'm joking. When I relax.
Okay. I heard that Bobo record and I was like, I won't lie to you. I shed a tear because I was like, God, this is how I'd be enjoying Loje's
Everybody's
album.
tearing up
If not for principalities and powers. Anyhow, I'm not of the opinion of Ginger because I don't know whether Ginger does not like this new Adekunle Gold, but I actually do enjoy.
I don't. That's the truth. I'm not lying.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, but like I did not enjoy the Obimo and Coco Money. I won't lie to you, but like I feel like this song is like the best of the 3 drops. Like I feel like this song, I love Show Day, so that is also like a bias. But like I really like Show Day, and like I feel like this song is a wonderful record. And the one thing I like about like Afrobeat collaborations, like when I mean Afrobeat collaboration, like the 3 beats. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like when like 3 people on the record, I love it. Like when it comes like as the original record, not really like as the remix. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So like I love it when it comes like original. Like there's some remixes that like also do crazy good, but like when it comes like and everybody stays on topic, God. All of them, they said like they were on like they it was as if they were in the same studio. Whereby like Loje just wrote his verse and like showed they heard him. I was like I'm myself like my own like I'm still writing like jig like that's how like it felt. Like it did not feel as if they were sending verses via emails. Like and even if they sent verses via emails, like that just shows like the how talented each and every single one of them is. I also like enjoyed the video. Like I watched the video. Like yeah, the video was also super.
Yeah,
amazing.
I agree with that. I love the excitement that each of the artists have for the song. Like you can see Loje getting really excited about it. Shode as well. So yeah, it's nice to see.
So I just wanted to ask something.
Yeah.
Did anybody else notice that the song kind of started out as the Adekunle Gold and Loje song? Like at first it was billed as an Adekunle Gold and Loje song, and then at the last minute I just also Shode on it, and then it came out with Shode on it. But initially when it first came out,
you are correct. Yeah, it was announced as Loje Adekunle.
So because of that, I was kind of curious to see, like, since it was a last minute addition, like since it felt like that anyway, I was kind of curious to see what he will bring to this song, you get, and like how, just because of the last minute of it. And to me, he really delivered, especially after that Loje verse, man. Like, me, I thought like there was, like, I thought there was, but like he really came after that. He really came after that Loje verse. He delivered, like someone said earlier. The thing he said, I won't take it as a diss anyway. But the bar he said about Adekunle Gold, you know, that was cheeky. It was having fun. It was a solid to enter the song. But when we finished the song, we didn't remember how Adekunle's Gold verse was. We didn't remember how he started the song. So we had to start the song again from the beginning to even remember what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Boy, it was a top song. Love it.
Yeah, man. Solid. Dope stuff. Is that everything, Lost Boy?
Yeah, I just want to say that if people should stop washing illegal money, please, that's all.
Okay. All right, man. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have some activities that happened during the week that we definitely need to touch base on. The VMAs occurred, last night.
So we won't talk about the new chalet.
Yes, now.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about new chalet?
New Mavo.
New Mavo.
There's so much. We'll come back to that. Real quick. On the conversation about the VMAs. We talked about the VMAs earlier when we had the nominations. It comes to find out that our sister from the SA,
our sister in the Lord, Sister Tyla.
Yeah, man, she picked it up yet again. I think for a second year in a row for that category, best Afrobeats. Okay. Yeah, Belema, go ahead.
I just want to say that I'm struggling. I have to always remind myself that the VMAs is Video Music Awards.
Yep.
So it's not actually about the song. It's about the music video.
Right.
It's about the music video. And I have to keep reminding myself that but at the same time, while I see the draw of the video for Push to Start, I fear I really wanted it to go to Moliy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's a personal problem or because I thought the video was good too, but I don't know if that's a me problem or if anybody else felt that way.
I 1000% felt that way too. But then again, I already saw. Even when we were predicting it, I already saw Tyla picking it up.
I saw Tyla picking it up too, so that makes sense. The other part to it was I was trying to think if there was anybody else that came out on top. I know Cat's Eye ended up winning the Push performance, so IWAR didn't get that.
So I mean, IWAR, we're not banking on IWAR to pick much.
But she was the one that was up for a Push performance. That was interesting. I'm trying to think about other categories, but really the standout is Tyla winning for Best Afrobeats, which again, we're not gonna have this. It's Push to Start Afrobeats. Are all the songs in that category even Afrobeats? I don't know. I don't know. The entire thing was somehow, but it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean. Would we call Push to Start Amapiano because she's from SA?
No, I don't think it is Amapiano actually. I'm just saying I can't decide.
Yeah.
I feel like
what do you say?
The way they look at it is black equals to Afro. Let's say, what's called African equals to Afrobeats. That's their own. They don't really check too much, man.
I wouldn't necessarily agree. That's how.
No, I agree. I agree. They do that thing too.
I know it happens. I think in this context, I don't think
they kind of do it. They kind of do it sometimes, but to be honest, Push to Start. I don't think Push to Start is Amapiano either. Is it even Afrobeat? I think it's I don't even know what to call it. A mixture or maybe.
Wait, question. Was Moliy nominated in that category?
Yes, she was.
Yes.
She is now. She's there.
Right. I don't even think that song that she dropped to is.
No, that's a dancehall record now.
It's exactly. Dancehall. That's the thing.
That's another thing. I don't even think that one is Afrobeat.
There's this broader conversation we need to have about the term Afrobeats that we touch up on it sometimes, but honestly, we don't have the time to dive into it because it will take up the rest of
here's my take about the VMAs. I think that my own take, I already knew it was going to either be Tyla or probably Moliy because she's the one reigning in America. So I think it has to do with my feeling. I feel it has to do with whatever is popping that is from Africa that is popping in America. they will take it, whether on the screens, that's video wise or song wise or whatever.
Which is also funny. Which is also funny because for a lot of the VMA pushes and stuff, like Moliy has been heavy on her promo stuff, but the person that's been getting a lot of attention
conversation is still Tyla.
No, it's not even that. The person that has been getting a lot of visual this thing for that specific song is actually Shenseea. So
Shenseea.
So it's been very interesting. Like she was the one. Yes, because they had in all their pre-VMA parties, Shenseea was the one performing. Moliy wasn't there. Moliy wasn't there. And when Shenseea was performing, she was performing Shake It to the Max.
Yeah, but
Moliy only showed up. Moliy only showed up for the actual VMAs and for her own personal promos that she was doing for the song. But like if you like when it got to the actual like VMA events and stuff, Shenseea was the one performing, which I thought was very interesting. Moliy had one MTV VMA performance. So I think it's very interesting what is happening. I figured Tyla was going to win, but it still felt weird seeing her win.
Tyla is still very much in their conversation and even in their faces, even with the whole what's it called? The whole this thing, whatever that they be having, the beef they be having with her. So I think if you're popping Yankee and stuff like that, or you're the popping record or whatever, somehow you'd be like the thing from Africa that they will say, okay, this is it. That's one. Two, I noticed something. The award was given on, I think, red carpet. It wasn't given on the stage. It was given on red carpet. I think they gave Tyla why they were intervening and asking her about her dress and whatnot. So they don't relegate us. They don't relegate us back. Now this is making it back to back. Now it happened at the BET. Nothing was given to us on stage. Here again, nothing was given to us on stage. I think the other one, I can't remember. I think this is the third one, actually.
Right.
We didn't receive anything on stage. So basically, I think I want people to take away from what is happening now is showing that they are relegating us back to backstage. We're not getting front stage again. Maybe we start to give ourselves a break. And try the new, if anybody be artists or whatever, the new gen now, the work is on you guys now. Because I don't think the other niggas, they don't tire. So the new guys now, all these ones that they beef on themselves, oh my Rema, this one, I shall tell whatever. You go now to have to now do the work now to now take us to the frontiers when we become so much undeniable that they don't have to even have any reason to be relegating us anymore. So because we're getting relegated, honestly, that's it.
All right, man. That's enough on the VMAs. I guess we can pick it back on the other new music that we got to speak on.
Shakaburu easy.
Yeah, man. Mavo, new record. What's everyone's thoughts on the record?
Mavo is Shakespeare. Can I just see? Mavo is actually Shakespeare. Bro, I did very serious. Like, I'm actually be serious, bro. The guy said, focus on paper. Baby, see you later. He told her, bye-bye. When the money enter, come back. Oh my God. Nah, the guy's good, bro. Nice. Solid record. Even the second bit, serious.
Any other thoughts on the jam?
I want to say something.
Okay, Dante, go.
Dante and Leonard.
I think it's a really good song, right? It's a great song. But I think certain people need to recognize that Mavo might not be for them, and that is fine. It's a different swag, like you've never seen before, and it's just gonna feel like that. And there's this thing people do whereby, like, when an artist has like a big song, they start saying that is their best, like Escaladizzi or whatever. This is a human who built a community before. Like, the record I was like on Mavo was like 2024, and people don't even talk about like the songs that I champion, like Swaganometry or
best thing I love it.
Bro, Tumo Eto, bro.
those ones are, and it's not because they are big, bro. Swaganometry sounds like stadium music. I am dead ass. You bro. So, like this, even Kobilo, like they cute. Like that was such like a proper like collaborative like project. So this person, like, there's a reason certain people are connecting to the record. So if you come in this way of there's a way music should be, or your quote unquote good music, and your definition of good music is based on the fact that it's slow tempo, or the fact that what they are saying is a different lingo. The nigga just like was dropping a dictionary. I think it was
supposed to come out this month.
Nivy told me that P like a long time ago, because there's literally like there's a team behind Mavo of like young guys.
They said they've been talking about the dictionary.
They've been talking about dictionary for a minute, like the creative direction, like all these, like there's a level of intentionality. So it's not just shallow. Fair enough, right? Just to help you with the lingo that he's using in case you were not up to date, you get me? So I'm not like being ageist or like age shaming anybody. It's not really about that. If you connect to the anytime you hear Mavo,
nigga, go and sit down.
It's not even 30 plus at this point, bro. It's like maybe higher than that, because I don't know, 30 plus are still cool. But
they say if you don't have swag,
No,
basically,
they say you should say this one out.
Why you guys? I didn't mention ginger, bro.
You
like,
said it.
Why would
You actually just said gingerbread right now, bro. Are you kidding me?
Ginger on me. Don't do that.
So don't you feel that
ginger? Ginger doesn't like Mavo.
Ginger has not even said anything. Like,
okay, I thought you didn't like Mavo.
I don't know what Ginger thinks of me.
I no go like Escaladizi. Not the wine.
Of course, it's Escaladizi, bro.
God, let me land this.
Okay, Dante, speak.
I think the audience is. There's a question I wanted to ask guys before you opt off, which was like, there's this thing now that people do when a Rema or a Victoni release like their cover art, and then people kind of go in to try and read meaning. And why I see that, it's something I've discussed with people like over the years about like training the audience and the audience versus the artist, because a lot of the times when something is not working, we always depict, oh, this is the artist team, the artist, what's it doing? But there's like a give and take relationship, right? So I think understanding that some records, like I'm talking about audience habits now, understanding that some records might not be for you is the beginning of wisdom.
Real quick, Yinka, ask your question quickly then, Lost Boy.
Dante, you know how like you said like they leak his songs? I think it's good for him though. Or is it just me? Like there's so many of like songs.
Perception.
What do you say?
Like to have like a catty perception. Like, bro, do you understand that people crave Marvel's unreleased so much?
Yeah.
They upload, they take it down, somebody else re-uploads, or they create another account to re-upload. That is how much momentum and motion this man has currently.
Yep.
No, facts.
I just want to also say that music is subjective, like that they say, like people just be dropping think pieces sometimes, and like if you don't relate, you don't relate. But like I just feel like this music is swag music, and some people don't have swag.
Swag music. All right, appreciate it, man. Harvey, real quick, just to make it quick, please.
So I'm just gonna pick up from where Lost Boy left off, which is music is subjective, and that's gonna land me sort of on the opposite side of this conversation for the most part. I feared that it's a fear because I like the traction that this boy is getting, and I feel like he fully understands the concept behind catalog, which a lot of people struggle with in the industry, especially when coming up. People want to drop their perfect drop every time, and they spend so much time working on individual songs when you could just do the shitty vibes route or find a balance and build your catalog, because when you eventually want to sign that publishing deal, they're going to look at how much they're going to make of the fact that you have this amount of records. It's always a factor. However, that being said, while he has hacked that part, I fear that he might be making niche music, but that's not even the problem. Because if you think about the people he's been compared to after the song with Deebs now, he's been compared to Shea Vibes, Ashake. Ashake now seems like mainstream. She is starting to do mainstream stuff, starting to get his lyrics and his cadence on beats to a certain degree. He's trying to pander singing in English, all that stuff. There's a reason for that. But if you make niche music, you got to find your cult following, in my opinion. I don't know if he's doing that yet.
I can see he already does have. He already has.
Guys, do you say cult following? Cult following. What are you saying?
He already has.
Harvey.
And that's the thing about Mavo. He has finished that journey. He has finished that journey. Like
I've been letting everyone see their shit.
No. I want to hear what you want to say, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's no way you hear it if you're talking. So let me just see it ahead. Essentially, I think that's why I called it a fear. I think what we might interpret to be a cult following, with all the work he has put in with lingo and all of that, might end up being a trend following, where when he stops popping off based off the poppy music or the hold on, this is my subject. I literally led with picking up where
I understand him. I understand him, but he's so wrong.
And it's a fear,
I know, bro. We have example of what we can point to, but let me just
see. You guys just let me land.
Go ahead.
I fear that it might be a trendy following, and then if it's a trendy following, that would then mean he's making trendy niche music, which then puts him in the bracket of Naira Marley.
Okay, can I just say this guy actually? Wait, by the way, bro, he actually wait. Can I just say he actually like built his community from ground up, like without all these like slangs from before. Like he actually, bro, he has like
he had a following before Escaladizi, bro.
Bro, before that, even you feel late at 2024, bro.
Guy,
you were late.
2023, he dropped Ukanigbe, he dropped Sanko 1, he dropped Sanko 2, he dropped Kilobede and Kobilu.
Bro.
He dropped Kilometer earlier this year before he started.
I had people on my stream pushing his music as far back as then, like getting me to react to one of his records. Like he had people that stand by him.
I said I'm on the other side, I could be wrong. So
yeah, you're very wrong.
No,
but we're telling you that it's not a trendy following that he has right now. Like it's not based on a trend. I'm not
dragging this for you guys. I know bare people from Abuja, Lagos that are doing this shit with their lives depend on it. However, I'm seeing things from another standpoint, which is okay. And this is a conversation that we don't even need to have because we can just wait and see.
It's not
okay.
No. He's doing this thing. No. Let's not do this thing where you are trying to like almost set
position
the kid.
yourself.
Yeah, it's almost set the kid. I mean, listen. Everyone is not going to have the same level of attention at any point in their career, right? Ashake, as big as he was in the height of 2022, is probably not having the same level of checking it in as he is today, per se. And Ashake might not be the best example, but Two-Face, for instance, right? There's dynamics, there's high points, there's low points. I feel like the way you set up that last phrase right now is for you to come back at one of those low points that he would naturally have as an artist to come and look and say, look at this is proving my point that this was all a trend and no one's actually riding for this guy.
Don't worry.
No. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Even brother's sign of weakness here, I still did not dismiss him. I just called it sign of weakness.
Right, but containing to this conversation that we just had and how you concluded it, it made it seem as if we should just give it time. As if time would be the indication of if he has a cult following or not. He clearly does, right? That should not be
it will be.
That should not be a conversation of if it does. Obviously, he's not going to be the top of the world for the rest of his career, of course. No one's expecting him to. But you're going to make it
10 years.
But I'm sure you're going to point out one of his low points as justification as. No, trust me. This was a fair assumption based on how you phrased the last statement right there, bro. You made it as if time will tell.
In communication, right, there's always the delivery and there's always the comprehension. In this case, I fear that you may have comprehended my angle wrongly. Here's the thing: if you're going to judge a career, it's not going to be based off a high point or a low point. It's going to be a wholesome thing. We can just wait. Doesn't mean I'm waiting to see you feel. Like I literally started with this thing being.
Bro, you sounded like you wanted it to.
Followed up with it being a fear that it's a trend, meaning that I'm rooting for the guy. So like, don't get it twisted. It's a fear, and I hope it doesn't become reality. So,
okay. See, I know you guys want to keep moving.
Yeah, we want to keep moving forward.
I know, I'm so sorry. But Avi, here's the thing. On one side, like, it's easy to like point to things that could go wrong. It's so easy. The thing certain people complain about certain artists about not having community and not building the audience, Mavo has done that, right? And he had the numbers before the viral moment, quote unquote. That's why I'm saying maybe don't have that fear that he is actually currently building foundation.
Bro.
Do you grab? Yeah. So at the end of the day, there's a reason they'll say, well, maybe J. Cole isn't doing some crazy things, but then his community will still support.
Yeah. And it's okay for us to be out of that bubble, because it is
exactly
it is like the thing of how music has been moving lately. Everyone is in their own niche.
You know, the funny thing is, I brought up cult following as a phrase here, and I brought up trend following as a phrase here, meaning that it's going to sit on either side. And the fear is sitting on the trend following side, which means that if it doesn't sit there,
I'm saying that I doubt it is that trendy side, because he already does.
I'm here to dispute any of you's feelings.
And even if it's the trendy side,
I'm trying to explain to you why. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm getting to this.
Just two opinions, like they can both exist, and you can be right at the end. Yeah,
no, it's fine. It's fine. I don't think I really can get through to you.
Yeah, Iman.
Yeah.
IWAR dropped.
Yeah, I was literally about to touch on IWAR before we wrap up tonight, because we should be wrapping up in the next 15. But yeah, IWAR, wonderful EP. Anyone tap in yet? Phenomenal project yet again from Tay, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I'm leaving with the first 3 tracks still standing out. Wonderful Do Your Thing, Mercy Please. On his more Bedu-esque side, or at least tapping it from influences more local to the Nigerian soundscape, especially from that northern, I don't know if it's, not necessarily. Zulezu samples showed up, I think, twice on this, so it all made sense how nostalgic it was as well. And seeing that Tay domestication it's been fun. It's been fun to witness. Yeah, man.
I feel like that man is so intelligent. Like I don't know, like Jesus Christ. I felt like it was so different from what he gave us earlier this year.
Yeah.
Where like the EP dropped. Like it's a completely different EP. And it still kept to what he normally does. Yeah. But it just gave us that like sample with whereby like where that man is talking. I don't know the song per se. Maybe I wasn't born.
Is that necessary?
But yeah. I don't know the song, bro.
Yeah,
but it was making sense. Like the whole like whoever did the production and the mixing and mastering, they did like a great job.
He had the production too, man.
That makes so much sense. Like
bro, the beat switches were crazy on that record. That Do Your Thing.
Nah, it was serious. Like
yeah, man.
Good work.
Tay, man. Tay's upholding that reputation of just quality, man. He just signals quality every time it comes out. So I'm looking forward to more releases of course.
I was listening to with an S, and you made like a solid point about you also never reached the point whereby we are just numb to the quality of music.
Yeah.
That like, because I think his example was like a kid in class that always scores a 9, and a 9 is really excellent, like really good over 10. But then you're not like, oh, I've seen this before. Like you've been this good. You're just like
I'm very cautious of that. There are certain artists like that. Like it's just like I see the cavemen in that light too. I see freaking Asha in that light. Like there's certain artists that
victim of your own.
They just signal great things. And I'm very cautious to like make sure I don't go too numb of that feeling that this person is still putting in their effort and their quality is still standing out. The talent is still evident in their material every time. So yeah, definitely a strong point about Tay, man. Like that we all need to be cautious about. Anyway, man, good stuff. Any other thoughts? Harvey, did you listen?
I do have thoughts on Tay, and honestly, I'm glad that you guys, Dante that spoke about the numbness to quality that you picked up on.
Right.
Yeah, but like I'm glad you said that, because I fear that might have influenced a few things as to how I felt about the project he drops. Because I was coming here to play another devil's. I'm on a road tonight at this point, because like I was really coming to say something about Tay. I was gonna say quality remains there, production, everything, blah 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 blah. He's doing his Tay thing. However, I don't know if he ate it up like he usually would. So essentially, is what Dante just said, that I might be numb to like what he's just put up because of the levels, like victim of his own standards, essentially. Look what he's done, like all his career, like
and how quickly he moves on into something else.
He's like, I just did that, but guys, I have better stuff for you. Like, bro, very casually, and then he's done this now, and I get the bag he tried to dig into, like dip his hand into. However, I just didn't feel like he fully dipped his hand in the bag from the artist standpoint, production standpoint, execution. There's so many things he's done that were right, but as an artist, I don't know if I felt he absolutely dominate what he tried to do this time. And it might just be what Dante said. Maybe he's just dropped too much quality that I'm struggling now to appreciate 7 over 10.
Like you want him to do more now.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at doing 15 over 10. Like he's been doing 10 over 10 for so long. Now I'm looking for more. Like, so essentially it might just be that. So I'm gonna hold back this time.
All right, Lost Boy, do you have any thoughts?
First of all, check the Jumbotron. Secondly, like I pretty much enjoyed this EP, and I've enjoyed the first EP this year, which is also crazy because that means that they have dropped 2 EPs this year.
Yeah.
So finally, I just got to say that Tay's best work is his last project for me. That's all.
Nice. All right. What is it that you?
As for the wonderful.
Yeah. Nika, go ahead.
Sorry. What? So like, there was a question.
Bro, do you mean like the wonderful
EP that just dropped that we're talking about?
Is it this one that just dropped that you're talking
No, he's
about?
talking about
the one earlier this year.
No, I'm talking about this one. Like, I feel like Tay's best work is always this last drop.
One.
Like,
yeah,
I
because he dropped Reflection Station as well, which was
Reflection Station was
I can't remember. I heard it from somebody. So somebody said Tay's last.
I'm putting the greats. I'm Kokotu the great Deji Ushikoya.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so like I enjoy like Tay's work. Like I enjoy this, and I want to talk about like there's a part in the Messy Me where like it sounded like Whiskey, or that just tells us that Whiskey sounds like Tay. But let's just Pepe is not here, so
yeah, it was there. Speaking of R&B, on the Afrobeats charts in the UK, number 1 record right now, Ordeal, featuring...
Please, let's talk about R&B. Let's talk about... If we were talking about the Chibi...
The Miami record, Jesus. Ordeal, man.
Yeah.
Ordeal, Miami, with our very own...
Is it Leon Thomas?
Leon Thomas, yes.
I didn't even know that was top, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's number 1 on Afrobeat right now on the UK charts.
That's so crazy, man.
Was it UK charts? Was it UK charts?
Emmanuel, did you say Miami's number 1?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Cute.
Yeah.
They're going on tour together.
Oh, sick. Oh, that's good.
Let me check. I don't think it's a full tour. I think it's... Let me find it. 1 second.
If like Ordeal is opening for him?
It's not a... I'll find it. 1 second.
By the way, like whenever like you're wrapping up like all this conversation, I want to put you guys onto somebody that I think is pretty decent out there. But I don't know if I should just do it now, actually.
Real quick, Lost Boy, you brought up the fact about Gunna and Brennan rising to number 72.
Like I just thought that was a good something to note.
Okay.
That's crazy because it's been long since quote unquote Afrobeat people started to talk about Hot 100. There's been a drought.
Yeah. Sorry, I found it. It's not a tour. It was a Billboard event.
Gotcha.
It was on Friday.
Yeah, you won an award for that event, actually.
Yeah,
it was on Friday. What it is it was the hip hop and R&B thing, and Leon Thomas was was the headliner basically, and the featured guests were Ordeal, Raven Lene, and Jello.
Nice, man. Odile playing in the right sport, man. It's nice to see.
Odile is going on a US tour in October.
Nice. Yeah, man.
And what's it called? Leon Thomas tour starts this month actually. But I was listening to you guys talking about Teiwa's project too, and it's just everybody that's R&B is winning. So yeah,
man.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. We didn't have time to touch on Charlize Nassau or Skills' Mentor.
And Ashake's Africa announcement.
Yeah, Ashake announced an African tour, which would be sick. Looking forward to that. And Fields dropped a 2-pack, or at least he dropped one song and then dropped another song the day after. But Jamming and Growing Pains, I think Growing Pains is a very, very honest record. Very, very like heartfelt, and yeah, I really, really resonated with that record. Resonated with it. But that Jamming record, as far as Bedu goes, man, heavy, heavy, heavy. Almost probably my best record this Friday. But yeah, man, heavy Bedu on that record, and it was a fun listen. Yeah, before we close out, Harvey, you wanted to shout somebody out?
So I think a bunch of people actually already know him here, but his name is CodaWho. He put out I think a 3 or 4 track EP, and I think that guy, with the little resources he had, just go and listen to that thing. Focus. There's a song that I recommend.
How'd you spell his name?
CodaWho. I could just find his
CODA. Coda. CODA.
Oh, Dante, you're aware. Yeah.
Coda. Cool.
I'm a little bit more than aware, but don't worry.
Best in tapping, guys.
Yeah. Tapping, man, like that boy. Yeah. Anyways,
I didn't get the cool part. Is it Coda? Cool as in COO?
No, just Coda. CODA.
Oh. He calls himself.
He keeps saying something else after the Coda, though.
No, Abby keeps calling it like Twitter and like IG handle.
What's his name on DSP, please? Jesus.
CODA.
That's
Unless
it.
he has added more. Yes, CODA. Coda.
Okay.
Yeah, check out IWAR Superman. You can check out his catalog. Voice really good.
Did we talk about the Tems and Justin Bieber record?
Oh, I did not tap in. I missed that.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice song.
Imabu.
I did not tap in on stream, man. It was a very short stream. Yeah. So how was that?
I don't think she had a verse. But
she was just ad-libbing.
Yes, backups was like spread across it, and I believe she wrote. And there's this, you could kind of, there's a Tems writing, right? So like, I was kind of looking for that. I think I got it in like the concept of the song. So yeah, it was like a really, really nice moment. Cool. But I just can't remember if she had a verse because I've only listened maybe like twice. Maybe I need to go back.
Cool. All right, fair enough. Dope stuff. Appreciate everyone that was able to add to the conversations tonight.
Sorry. I just checked. He added U to the back. CODA, then WHO.
CodaWho.
Yeah, so I think he's using his
man. Jesus.
Yeah, because so his old artist account still exists.
Right.
For some reason. So those are the records where I actually...
He just dropped an EP called Jordan, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, noted. Yeah. Shout out to CodaWho and check out the EP Jordan. Dope stuff. Yeah, man, on that note, appreciate everyone that's able to contribute to the conversations. Shout out to Wizard Chan that joined us tonight. We talked about the album, Healer's Chapel. And we talked about the new Fola album as well. And we also dived into all the new releases from Rema, Shali Poppy, Adekunle Gold, Mavo, and VMAs as well. Touched on the results of that. And appreciate everyone that's able to add to conversations. Like I said, look out for the podcast release on Wednesdays. for those of you that listen outside. And we hopefully by God's grace we'll catch you guys next week. Be safe, be blessed. We out. Peace.